Hello, everyone. My name is Kyle.
I'm Alex.
I'm Rachel.
It's Tony.
And we are Pseudo Adults.
Woo!
Oh, my God. Any more outbursts?
Do you have a problem with that?
Tony, are you good?
I got one built up. I just don't know when it's going to pop.
Oh, that's
At some point. All right.
In the middle of the podcast, just screaming.
okay.
So welcome to episode 174, everyone, of our show. This is a podcast where we talk about fun things that excite us.
Holy shit. Oh my god.
You can subscribe to Pseudo Adults. It's anywhere that you find podcasts and on Twitter at Pseudo Adults.
Wow. Are you okay?
Yeah, I think it's out. I think
You think? I'm confused.
I have a lot of commentary, but I just kind of want to let it be on its own.
So if you're driving, we're sorry.
Oh my god.
So many cars wrapped around trees now. I'm so sorry.
Oh my god.
We need a legal disclaimer at the beginning.
There's a jump scream at the beginning of this.
jump screen.
Guys, if you like our content and you want to see more and you're only listening to this, check out youtube.com/SpaceZamboni, where you could see it with your eyes for the less than a cup of coffee. Less than, hey, can I have some ice water?
How much is ice water?
$5,000.
Damn.
It's less than that. It's less than that.
Thanks, inflation. You got to go to your local iceberg for ice water now. Thanks.
Yeah.
You gotta bring a chunk of ice home and just, like they used to, like our ancestors used to.
But if you go to us, it's less than that. That's the difference. Them, that's money. Us, it's less than that.
Mm-hmm. Right.
They'll chip the ice for you.
Yeah. And we got a lot of leeway to work if inflation happens.
That's true. I mean, $5,000 for ice water. I mean, or, just a Space Zamboni member.
Or less than that.
Yeah. Somewhere
Or
less.
whatever you choose.
Yeah, see, this will hold
Less
up throughout
than a gym
time
membership.
now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I hope the price of ice doesn't go down.
Or the price of gym membership to go down.
I don't.
No, I want that to go down. That'd be great.
Or
I
Then
go,
it wouldn't be less than a gym membership.
Yeah.
We'd be the only ones in the gym because they'd be paying money to watch our podcast.
what if they
that's
do
a
like the Netflix approach and they're like, per body part that you work out, you have to pay additional?
Oh
Damn.
my god.
That'd be crazy.
That would be smart because people would pay it.
Yeah, they're like, oh, we saw Netflix's
You gotta
household
insert-
approach.
You gotta insert $10 to use the machine, the vending machine.
Back in my day, these used to be part of the membership.
Looks like you're exercising your lower back. Is that part of your household plan?
And then the machine locks up.
Yeah.
You can't use it as a lock up.
Holds you in the machine and just closes you in.
You get 10 reps per dollar.
Somebody wanted to say good morning to Dad.
Morning, AJ. Oh.
Say good morning.
Aww. I wish that was on a microphone so I could keep it forever. But nope, it's gone.
It's gone.
It's gone.
Go on. You don't even remember it.
Remember what?
Never berries. Remember? I remember. Do you
If you're a pop culture fan who wants to level up in life, check out Inner Warrior. And if you are trying to get into an IT career, check out Inner Tech Warrior.
And if you're a pop culture fan looking to jerk off to pop culture material, that's copyright infringement. And stop that.
Whoa.
They'll find you. You'll get caught.
Yeah.
They'll find you.
They know where you are.
They see you when you're sleeping and they know when you're awake.
They're modern Santa?
And
Sounds
Santa
like
Claus
when
is
you're
the
bad.
jerk off police.
And they also know when you're good.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
The NSA clause.
Well, I got bad news for any pop culture fan right now because not only has there been a writer's strike going on, but now the Film Actors Guild.
Yeah.
Comic-Con, just in general, is messed up. Sorry, I've been
Whoa.
following the story.
Yeah.
They're not allowed to do signatures or anything when they're
Wow.
on strike. So San Diego Comic-Con's going on like this week or this weekend or the weekend before. Probably this weekend.
Spit on you for
No,
free?
they can't even show up. They can't make an appearance. They
Damn.
can't show up. And they said they're not going to talk to anybody till January.
Wow.
So that's New York Comic Con and San Diego Comic Con.
I do like just
God.
getting pictures of statues.
Yes.
Sir, what's your order?
I think they just stopped in the middle of the street.
That'd be
Not
pretty
saying anything.
cool if that was the case. Like, technically, they're not allowed to live because they
God.
can't speak because every time they're speaking, they're acting.
Yeah, literally. If they play the character, you associate them. That's it. They have to stay at their house.
Yeah.
Yep.
Protesting.
Why doesn't Brad Pitt tell me he loves me anymore? Oh, he was acting, honey.
Imagine you you're so detached from reality. That's what you actually think. Like, he used to tell me he loves me, and now he just tells me we were acting.
No, he just sits there.
Yeah. That's what that invoice was for.
So
Invoice.
the internet had been getting all excited that like they were making this Deadpool movie, and I mean, I thought it used to be kind of like a big spoiler, be like, if you want to look at like costumes on the set and like click here or otherwise. You know, like people were overall generally pretty good about being hush hush. This time you couldn't escape it.
Yeah, no.
And I think maybe even Ryan Reynolds posted on his own account.
Yep,
So it's
on
his
his Twitter,
fault.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
I didn't realize that's
Like,
how
you're
it started. I was like,
taking the
why the hell is this
excitement out of it.
everywhere?
I mean, I want to see it, but I also don't.
Oh, you
because
haven't seen it?
I mean, I have seen it. I mean, you
I texted it to you.
Yeah.
I know.
I was like, here it is.
The thing is, every single time they show characters and they show who's going to be in the movie, we already knew he was going to be in the movie. But the minute they go off and say this person's going to be in the movie, this
Yeah,
person,
that's true.
you're taking the excitement out of
Yeah,
seeing
yeah.
the
I
characters
agree.
show up.
Yeah.
It becomes like, oh, they're going to be in the movie.
So everyone wants like clicks on their website, I guess, like or
Yeah.
followers.
Annoying.
Well, it could go one of two ways, right? Because either now people who were like, oh, this is just going to be another like Marvel-fied movie or whatever, but now they're like, oh, wait, wow, there's going to be like Elektra and there's going to be like Wolverine.
Probably
It could also build
Daredevil.
excitement.
I think it's the matter of like what they always do, where there's set photos of it, and it's not like they were trying to hide it like a lot of other like cameos and stuff.
Yeah.
So because there were set photos, they're like, well, we don't want it to look bad. Let's just release like a few good images of it.
Yep.
To see what people
Yeah.
think of it.
Yeah, but I hate that. It's so frustrating. I just want to go to the movie, watch the trailer, be surprised.
Yeah.
So it's frustrating to always see that.
Go back to the 1920s.
It's true.
No, it was even before then. It was like a couple of years ago they used to do that. Like up until like maybe 2 years ago.
Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yeah.
They
It's
tried
like-
so hard to hide those cameos, even though everyone knew it was going to be in the
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
But we didn't see like a
But when
million
they
set
showed
photos
up,
leaked.
It was like,
Exactly. Yeah.
it was good when they showed up.
Well, we haven't seen some of
they
the
tried.
other characters that they talked about. We haven't
Yet.
seen
I've
Ben
heard-
Affleck's
I've
Daredevil
heard-
or
I've
Elektra
heard
or
rumors that Gambit
Gambit.
might be in this movie.
Channing
Channing
Tatum.
Tatum.
I didn't hear about that
I
one.
heard Channing Tatum. Gambit might be in this, maybe, but I don't know because they've never
Yeah, that's
really.
so annoying. I hate this.
I gotta
Maybe
catch
they're
up on my
gauging.
spoilers.
Yeah, right.
I heard, but I don't know if it's necessarily true or not. So
I love spoilers.
My sources.
Call me Vin Diesel.
are questionable.
No, they're just unavoidable right now, so it's a little crazy. That's like, there's anyone, and of course, I mean, the other like rumored spoiler is like, Wolverine will by no means be the only like OG X-Men movie character. Like they all might be coming back for this,
Please God,
especially that
if you're
but-
good.
And they're all gonna curse the
Oh
entire time.
yeah.
They're just gonna like the
hard
F word
R-rated.
like Rockettes. Yeah.
No, I was gonna say
A what rating?
hard R.
That means something different.
Does it?
Oh yeah.
Well, that's what they've been calling it.
Tony, if you've been hard R-ing anything,
This happened to Linus Tech Tips. Just call it an R rating.
Hard ribble.
hard R means something else.
Yeah.
I get it now, but I'm saying
Well, I understand that.
Dwell on this.
Something else.
Yeah.
Is it erotic?
Maybe, but like to some people, but to the person where it's happening, it's not very erotic. Depending.
My brain is confused now.
well, anyways,
While we're on the topic of the Deadpool movie before, I guess it got derailed because of the actors' strike. I mean, so spoilers to anyone who doesn't want to hear these things that we were sort of already alluding to.
Yeah.
You should have watched it.
Rumors and more, I guess more specifically, like the costumes. You had your warning. So I guess, I mean, it was a no-brainer at this point. Like, I guess always the critique of the original X-Men movies was like, oh, they think that they're hot shit because they're too cool to wear, you know, the
actual costumes.
The costumes. But
they're so cool wearing their leather
But
jackets.
since then, it's become so like you'd be a fool not to. So
We
guess what?
are
They're
bad.
doing it.
Yeah.
My theory is they're putting all these timelines in to prune them.
No, they're definitely doing what the Flash basically did. It's like, okay, these are all the old things. Goodbye. Like,
Oh yeah, this is the pruning because
Yeah.
like it's even has like Loki characters in it. The movie.
yeah,
Yeah.
The
So,
TVA is
yeah.
gonna be in it.
They're pruning the shit out of these timelines.
I'm aware there's a line of comics called like Deadpool kills the Marvel universe or whatever like
I
that.
read
Do you think
that,
in some
yes.
ways I don't know the specifics of the plot, but like they get to sort of do something like that with
Maybe.
the Fox universe?
He could kill any of those characters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
These are all
And,
different
oh my
timelines.
god,
That'd be cool if the TVA recruits Deadpool and he's the one actively killing everybody.
You're doing a great job, Mr. Poole.
I want to see him
Hi,
kill the
Matt.
Fant Four Stick people.
Oh yeah.
Because like at the end of Deadpool 2, where he's going through and he's like fixing the crap, like that was the joke, right?
And he killed himself.
Yeah.
That timeline.
So tell me he's not. If they're doing all the Fox properties, there's not going to be like a Fant Four Stick thing in there.
That would
Just
be
saying,
amazing.
Fantastic Four, I feel so bad for the filming. Every single time they have a hiccup and then they're like, finally, we're able to get started. The casting just stopped because of the actor. I was like, every time they finally get like their footing and they're like, all right, we maybe have a good actor, it gets halted.
Yeah,
There's like a curse around that
It's
movie.
like a curse again.
Can't they just
yeah.
do John Krasinski and his whatever? I'm sorry. Anyway,
They did for a second.
yeah, I know, but just do him and his wife. That's him. The whatever.
Yeah.
Dude.
That sounds
Yeah.
like a hard R.
I don't think you're using that quite right yet, Matt.
What? Uh-oh. Triple R?
That's different.
Oh.
I'll take triple R over hard R any day of the week.
What the heck is this hard
Okay.
R?
You guys,
I heard-
do your thing.
I read
I'm
on
gonna
your
show
Tinder
Matt.
Profile, I read on your Tinder profile, hard R expert.
What?
That's the hard R.
Oh!
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what they call the hard R.
Oh, I actually didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought it was something completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
It's not even because I've always heard it towards movies as well as another thing.
Yeah, no, now culture-wise, that's when you say, yeah, I use the hard R.
Oh,
That's the hard
wow,
R.
that's the new one.
Yeah.
They're bringing that back. That's
yeah.
bad.
That's bad. So if the movie has a hard R in it, I'd be like, what?
Oh, Rachel's looking
Triple
up.
R.
I'm showing you. I know what it is.
Uh-oh, don't aim it towards the camera.
When you use that, that's what you're saying.
Yeah. I think Tony got it a little into it.
Yeah, yeah.
You sure?
Yes, I did.
Okay. I don't believe you, but it's fine.
Yeah. So no more hard R's on this podcast.
Nope. That's over and
You know
done
what
with.
rating this episode is getting.
It's going to have a box, and it's going to say those words.
Yeah.
Where did we leave off? I feel like
God damn it, I don't even know.
We're talking about costumes and then the Fan Four Stick and John Krasinski and his wife doing it.
Yes.
Yes.
on film in the movie theaters.
Yeah.
this movie
Silence.
sounds like it is going to be a really good time. Like,
Yeah.
I'm still hyped. Like, I would have been hyped either way, and I guess maybe that it's working. It's like they're convincing me to see a movie I was going to already see. So it's like, yeah, I want to see Deadpool 3. I bet it's gonna be a lot of fun. I just hope they're not making us all paint a picture that it won't live up to.
Is this going to
Yeah.
alienate people for being too different from the first two Deadpools? Because the first two Deadpools are actually kind of grounded.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like they're gonna crazy go for it in this one.
Yeah.
Which Ryan Reynolds was like very against in the second one. That's why they switched directors. Because Tim, what's his name, who did the first Deadpool, was like, I want to go big in the second one, and they're like, no, I'm Ryan Reynolds. I love this show.
Wow.
You're fired.
Oh my god. And then he promotes Mint the entire movie.
Mint Mobile.
Mobile.
Use Mint Mobile.
Do you think he's
while
going to do
chugging
that?
Aviation.
Do you think he's going to do that
Yeah.
in the movie?
I
Yeah.
can totally
Like he's
see
going to
him
be
gotta
doing
like,
do
that.
it.
Mint Mobile,
Yeah.
blah, blah,
That'd be
blah.
one of the
While owning
timelines.
a
Yeah.
soccer team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll kill himself in that too.
No, not for Mint Mobile. Deadpool, like, literally sign up.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Mint Mobile, that sounds so cool.
This Mint Mobile is cheap and reliable.
He's going to be like, I got to pull out my Mint Mobile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I would sign up, but I already have Mint Mobile.
Yeah. Just a mint leaf, and they're like, no, that's a
Whoa,
pop.
A big
it's gonna
QR
be-
code is for everyone to during the
Yeah.
movie to go.
JD Power and Associates over.
Oh, man. He should do that with the theaters, too. Make a deal. Like, if you sign up for Mint Mobile, you get free tickets to Deadpool 3.
Yeah.
Oh.
$10 value.
They're all signing up, huh? Well, what the MCU is doing right now is the Secret Invasion show. I had an idea for... I think if Lin-Manuel Miranda ever hosts SNL, stay with me on this one.
Stay with me. Hold on.
Oh, wait.
There should be a really long skit called Secret Linvasion.
Wow.
Where it's like you find out how this guy can write so many bops, and you find out that there's
working
just a
with the
whole
devil.
alien race, and when they all get shot and killed, they have to default back to their standard Lin-Manuel Miranda form.
He signed a contract with the devil. That's why all of his music is bopping.
Not all of it, but
There's every hit after hit after hit.
especially
Every hit. Just roll the punches with Disney. Come on.
Head after head.
what's this one? Scuttlebutt? Oh yeah.
Yeah. Scuttlebutt was
Oh my God.
definitely glad I wasn't in the theater and I was pooping for that song. Because, god damn it, when I heard that song, I was like...
But it was too good to be true.
The scuttlebutt.
Out of all people singing that song, it was the one actress that they put singing that song. It sounds like she
Who
smokes.
should have sang a song called that goes Scuttlebutt, Scuttlebutt?
Nobody.
Lynn himself.
Lynn himself,
He's got. I want him to step into the movie, be like, guys, this is my song, and now I'm gonna perform it. This is where the scene takes place, and then he goes, "The scuttlebutt, the scuttlebutt."
It's just hidden from the screen screen
Yeah.
that was never fixed. So
Yeah.
it's just a green
This
screen.
song is a D plus. I'm gonna take it to a C minus.
If I sing it A minus, that's where it's gonna go.
A
It's gonna
minus,
go
right.
right up to A minus.
And then he does his lip bite.
And I'm gonna be dressed like Hamilton.
Oh,
While I
yeah.
do it to promote Hamilton.
You see that meme?
Which one?
I found out about this recently. He does this weird thirst trap lip bite in a lot of his photos.
Does he? Oh.
Oh yeah,
Interesting.
I'm gonna have to pull up a compilation of Lin-Manuel. They just talked about it on the A3 podcast. 'Cause
Oh, really?
Ethan was like, "Oh man, I love Lin-Manuel and stuff," and then they're like, "Do you know about his weird, cringy lip bite thing?"
Well,
Wow.
when I inevitably meet him one day, I'll let you guys know if he does it.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Bite your lip! Bite your lip!
Bite it off!
Bite my lip.
Crazy if he chooses
Make me a
not to
Lin
lip off.
Miranda. Didn't even say it right.
Hit after hit after
Every time.
Oh yeah, baby.
Every time.
So the Secret Invasion show has been an interesting ride. You got only
seen it
Alex
yet.
and I have seen it so far.
Yeah.
Still,
But is it still good? Oh no. Oh, okay. All right. There's silence.
I like it.
There's silence.
I'm liking it more as it goes.
Okay, good.
Which is, I think, a good thing.
yeah, it's interesting. Like I am still enjoying the show. I am also like a little perplexed by it. Like, and like, is this like it's a Marvel show? But I feel like it's not that Marvel-y. It's
Not marvelous.
no. Mrs. Maisel hasn't showed up once in it.
Wow.
Damn.
I'm very upset about that.
She's gonna show up in that new Superman.
Yeah, they freaking stole her.
Soup.
Yep.
Soup.
Yeah, well,
Poor man.
big old ladle.
They call the new Superman from that new Superman show the knockoff Henry Cavill. They literally said they tried to find the person that looks like Henry Cavill.
I mean, for the new movie.
yeah.
Whoa. They gotta get Hamburg.
Yeah, people were saying that it's like, because I follow a Henry Cavill page on Facebook. They're saying he looks like a knockoff version of Henry Cavill, like the downgrade of Henry Cavill. I was like, relax, guys.
Damn.
The less hairy
Guy's
version.
just being himself.
No, they're very mean on this page. They're very devoted.
He's hot.
Fusion.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't have any problem with him, but these people on this page are like, Henry Cavill deserves
Well,
to be. I was like,
You gotta understand the way fans are, like in general,
It's
because
a Witcher page.
Yeah, see,
not-
God, you're on
that
the
makes
wrong
sense.
page.
That makes sense. See, yeah.
And they go ham. I was like, relax. We're talking about the Witcher here.
People
okay?
complain every time they get a new Batman. Every new Batman is a problem.
Yeah.
But everybody
They are
liked,
problems.
Ben
Every single
Affleck.
one of them.
What'd you say?
I like
A lot
Ben
of people
Affleck.
like Ben Affleck.
He was
Plus
good,
He was
yeah.
all like,
Yeah.
jacked.
Well, the main person who didn't like Ben Affleck Batman was Ben Affleck.
He's like, I'm going to rehab. I can't do this.
I feel like he was like, I'm done like 3-4 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really was.
Apparently, like now that they're like, okay, we finally, I don't know, I haven't seen Flash, but like, okay, we're like found a way to move on. And he's like, oh, but I feel like I just figured it out.
Shit.
Yeah. Because he had
Robert
fun in this
Pattinson.
one. That's why.
And he, if you keep doing these movies and they keep bombing at the box office, I think you'd also be like, okay, I'm doing something wrong.
Yeah.
Like I'm not doing
But it's
Batman
not even.
right.
It's not even him. It's like the writing and the producing
And people not going to watch it.
And that's part of it. Yeah.
What are you supposed to do if people don't show up?
Yeah.
That's it.
I feel like he looked like that meme that they have him like just smoking like. You know that meme?
I mean,
that
that's-
he just
yeah,
hired
yeah.
him? That's the way he looked in that Flash movie. He personified that.
We're just gonna keep going down this rabbit hole. Did you see the Father's Day post last month that J-Lo did about him, where she was like, "Happy Father's Day," and there's a picture of like Ben Affleck and his abs.
Yeah,
and
I did.
Affleck.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
I thought it was like him with his head superimposed on like a pile of poo or something.
Happy Father's Day, you shit!
Divorce round 2.
You're the shit daddy.
You're the shit. It's like a positive post. You're the shit. I think I get this meme thing.
That's quite a way to reframe it.
Yeah.
Well, J-Lo's an artist. You can't expect her to understand
Yeah.
the way Matt understands her. So back to the secret invasion of it all. Yeah, I feel like I feel the same way. Ooh, we're all getting.
Oh, shit.
National Flash.
Oh, why? Then they want me to die. I don't get no warning.
They also want me to die.
All right.
I'm on Do Not Disturb mode and I still got a noise.
I don't see boobies outside.
Even my okay. Why everything but? Wow, not my phone, huh?
Dang.
Well, it's part of the secret invasion.
Is your phone on silent? So
No.
I didn't get that.
In case you're wondering, at the time of recording, it's raining and there might be like a tornado warning or something
if
like that.
we get blown
Whatever.
Yeah.
We're in the
I
basement.
not see the lip biting though.
As you may see during the middle of this podcast, when the tornado takes us up into the
It's weird.
You'll get.
Like I didn't forget he had lips.
Yeah, I sent a compilation of Lin-Manuel lip bites. If anybody wants to.
Oh,
take
is that
a
why
look.
our phones freaked out?
That was the true one.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
That was the true one.
Oh, our street's flooded.
what?
Wow.
John just sent me a text.
My car's underwater.
I'll ask.
Cool.
I'll
Yeah.
just do an
Please
audio
go check.
message. Is Kyle's car underwater? There you go. That'll take
I
it.
hope not. That would be a problem.
Wouldn't that?
So would getting swooped up by a tornado.
That would be a real problem.
Kyle, can I get that face again for the thumbnail? Oh, can we get one Lin-Manuel lip bite for the thumbnail?
Oh, can I see an example?
Oh, it's in. It's, yeah. Oh, yeah.
sorry.
Got
It's
a
in the
whole
group
bunch
chat.
sent
I don't
over.
bite my lip, but I feel like oh, that is very specific.
Yeah. It's.
Oh,
it's
Really?
Yes. Yeah. He does it all the time.
Very
Really? I
strange.
need to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that is a pretty good look.
Isn't that like? Yeah.
Well.
They sell pillows of it. They sell pillows of it.
But his car's right under a big puddle.
What?
It's right under a big puddle.
Yeah.
I'm downloading all of these.
So,
Do you want to move it? We definitely didn't leave to get tequila. We definitely didn't pretend your car was getting flooded so we can get tequila. And just like that.
I feel like with the Secret Invasion show, I feel the same way about it I felt in the beginning. I think it's a cool show. I like what they're doing, but I also am still a little bit like, what's the depth of the show? Like, what are we being thrown into? The character that I guess was in Captain Marvel as a Skrull man boy, whatever, the guy that was in the Dark Knight Rises guy. I don't care about him, to be honest. I think
Me neither, yeah.
I think he's annoying, and if they tease him dying, I hope that he would actually die. But
Oh my
but he
God.
probably isn't. A fictional
Oh,
character.
poof.
Yeah. Was that not conveyed?
If they just killed him.
Yeah.
No, not Cillian Murphy.
If someone accidentally shot him with a gun on set.
Well, I mean, if Alec Baldwin's around,
Secret invasion.
Allegedly, you get shot.
You
Allegedly.
never know where I'll show up next.
yeah.
Lemon.
I always carry a Colt gun.
So
Wow, this took a turn.
yeah, my thoughts on the show. I think it's getting more interesting with also like strangely Mr. and Mrs. Smith vibes with
Whoa.
certain characters where I'm like, this is a little strange to have in here because this is a little forced, I guess, to be like, this has been happening. Don't worry. I was like, really? That's okay.
Did they make a love-making battle in the house?
Yeah.
Would they fight and then they make love?
Oh,
Because that's-
what were your thoughts on this part?
They washed windows?
Me?
And the mirror?
Pushing me? What?
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, when we said that was like a really good scene from the other episode, I was like, they're going to ruin it by it being that. So I was like, okay.
You did call it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, besides that, I don't know for how long.
Exactly.
That's what I want to know.
So the plot of the show is like, what if, not the what if show, but like there were characters that had been Skrulls, perhaps the whole time, or perhaps I don't know. It's unclear. So it's like it's like this show's like doing the bold thing, being like, guess what? We're gonna reveal something pretty crazy to you, but then you're gonna be like, okay, well, did this just happen? Is this post blip, or was this like? You're telling me this character has been a Skrull
The whole
along.
time.
Nick Fury.
I don't know.
He's a scroll.
Matt's just telling
I mean, I'll
us.
tell you after since you love spoilers.
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
yeah, go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
You won't like it. It's an action show. There's actually very little action in the show. Samuel
I'm
Jackson.
getting punched down to the ground now about action movies. I
That's
said I
before
don't
we
like
started on-
certain
that's before we
action.
started
Nobody,
recording.
there's no context, Rachel.
Yeah.
Kamala Khan is a scroll.
I was joking.
Barack Obama is a scroll.
Whoa!
Oh, you're getting closer.
At least we had that soundbite.
Barack Obama is a scroll.
Is it MAGA
He's an
Man?
alien. He's a lizard man.
MAGA Man is a scroll?
Yeah. So anyway,
It's kind of besides the point.
yeah.
You're a Skrull, and you're a Skrull.
Oh my god!
But like,
I don't
I
know
don't know.
this.
I'm interested in seeing how like the rest of the show. I want a good payoff because I don't know how you're gonna do it or like what the solution's gonna be because they're still like everywhere. So I don't know.
Is there? It's only a 6-episode series, right? There's only 2 left.
Yeah, I don't know how.
What,
Oh, go ahead.
what if the payoff is if you complete the series, it goes to Disney and they send you
A free
$100,000?
shirt.
Oh, then I'm glad I'm watching it.
Yeah.
Be sure to finish this.
Make sure to put it on your 1040.
Yeah, oh, no problem. I'll fucking do that.
Get a little taxes on that shit.
So I was gonna say, I wonder how this is gonna fit into the overall story arc of the Marvel universe because it seems kind of strange to do it now when there's so many other things going on.
I think that they wanted to play it safe and not do what like certain shows and comics did where it's like this beloved character's a Skrull. That's why it's a TV series because they don't want to be like Captain America was a Skrull the whole time because then people are going to just be mad.
Yeah.
So I think they wanted to sideline this for that reason to not piss people off about it because it's not going to be the same reception where it's like, oh, that's cool. It's a Skrull, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, that's messed up. Like, I don't want my character I like to be like them or to be in a replacement this whole time
Then why do it?
because they set it up. They set it up in Captain Marvel.
Yeah, I know, but if you're
So-
not gonna really do it, don't do it.
Tony, do you know about this thing called money?
Tell me more about this, Mooney.
Yeah, so this thing called money. Yeah. If you adapt something high profile, such as a storyline from a comic, and you do it on screen for people who have little monkey brain like us, it generates money for them.
Oh, interesting.
And if you tie big man like Samuel Jackson and he say, motherfucker, or something.
Say it in the show.
I'll never tell.
I gotta watch the show until somebody says a spoiler.
I gotta watch this show.
Yeah.
Could you imagine? Fuck.
So, just saying,
Interesting.
it's a little bit of like a money-making machine. And I don't feel like this is Nick Fury. It's just Samuel Jackson, yeah?
Yeah. It really is. Like, I'm not even sure like what the delineation is at this point in this show. Like, I guess like he used to have. I mean, was it ever Nick Fury? First of all,
But this show makes me feel even more like, yeah, he's gonna say hi to Samuel Jackson's like real dad, and he's gonna go to like a barbecue with his brothers.
yeah. You get to know the character real well, and it's just Samuel Jackson.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
So-
All
interesting.
these little events. I like that. I watch that show.
Yeah, they're like, this show's gonna be really low budget. I'm throwing a barbecue if you guys want to film a scene.
I'm going to barbecue. And what, he's not a young man, and I think he wasn't since basically he was brought into the MCU.
Yeah.
So it's interesting how like he can't be involved with any action scenes. If he's doing anything more than like slightly more than like a regular
He'll break
speed
his
walk,
back.
then that's his man pushing it for you, and you should feel bad for making him do that as a filmmaker.
Grandpa Sam.
So it's like they have this younger cast, and so it's like anytime they show up, they're like, okay, something exciting might happen now.
Interesting.
And sometimes it does, but I feel like it's not. I like Falcon and Winter Soldier like had like an episodely like, or even Moon Knight had like big action scene like movie level things like.
Yeah.
I don't know if this one's quite on that level. It seems much more like sit in a room and talk.
Oh, like Loki.
Especially the first few episodes.
Yeah, they keep it low key. Is that what you're saying?
Hey. Yeah, no, especially the first few episodes where it's very much toned down. This latest one had like a little bit of a scene.
Yeah.
But even that, it wasn't like too crazy.
Nah, I'm like, am I getting desensitized to TV action?
Yeah. But yeah, I like it so far. Bringing up like Falcon, Winter Soldier, and Moon Knight, I'm like, yeah, I still like those shows more. But it's a fun watch. This isn't like I don't want to turn my TV off and yell at it.
Yeah, no, I think it keeps you engaged, and I think you get some enjoyment factor out of it. I don't think anyone like hates the show. I think some people just like have set their expectations as like what it could have been, and maybe it's not living up to that, but that's about it.
This is one of the few shows though that I rush to skip intro because it's so fucking long.
Yeah.
I'm like, if I miss this, I'm here for an extra 30 minutes, I feel.
You get 10 minutes of the show, 30
Yeah.
minutes of the
That intro feels so long.
And that was people complaining because it had AI.
I don't care that it's AI. That doesn't bother me. I don't care.
Whoa.
No, I know. Just
The intro?
a weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing that people are just complaining about it.
It didn't steal any jobs from like artists, and
Yeah.
so it's
Yeah.
like it was just like a choice to make because of like they thought it was creative based off like the imitation plot of the show.
Yeah, which makes sense because whatever, especially the modern time, the AI is that feeling of like
Yep.
people aren't doing this, and it gives you that weird
An
sense of
invasion.
I just like to think they had these episodes turned in like 3 months ago, and then in the last 3 months, everyone got real shitty about it. And then like Kevin Feige's like sweating.
And it doesn't help that Marvel is getting slammed for not paying VFX artists enough and like rushing projects, and then they're like,
actors and
yeah,
I think Disney in general is getting
yeah, Bob Iger.
body slammed.
Yeah.
He had to come out and say that. He couldn't just like have just been quiet. He had to go, no, what they're saying is stupid. That makes no sense.
Yeah.
It's unrealistic, even though I flew here in my private jet and I get paid to not
We're
invent
talking about
anything.
the strike again.
Strike.
We're back at it.
Just as a heads up, I saw the
No, Bob Iger stepped out and said like their demands are stupid.
Yeah.
And that, you know, it's unreasonable, even though he gets paid like how much?
Well,
$26,000 a month.
So the thing is
Yeah.
that he makes 400 times the amount of the lowest paid worker.
Yeah.
That's what, and back in the day, he used to make like, well, CEOs used to make 30 times. So now they're making like way more than the average worker. And like the Daredevil episode of She-Hulk, the writer made $300 on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
like,
That's
that's
It's like you
kind
can't
of dog
expect people
shit.
to work when you make this much flying your private jet and then say it's ridiculous for me to pay
Yeah.
you this. It makes no sense. It makes no sense for them to say it makes no sense.
It makes no sense for people to just be like, yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
You know,
It's okay, pay me $300. I can definitely pay my
didn't
rent
they-
with that.
I don't know. I'm not being devil's advocate, but didn't they get him back? Like, wasn't
Yes,
like
they did.
He stepped away from the job, but they're like, Bobby boy, come back. We
come
miss
back.
you.
Yeah.
Well, the issue is he doesn't instead of being like sympathetic,
Empathetic, at least?
empathetic, he's like, no, these people are stupid. They're stupid.
Are you a
That's it.
empathy snob, Tony?
Yeah. Somebody said, wow, he took his private jet to do that interview. But that's unrealistic.
Yeah.
So what?
Trickle down economics.
What?
They work.
Sounds like the French Revolution to me.
Trickle. He's pissing on us. Is that the trickle?
Yeah, pretty much.
I think
It's Bob Eager doing the Let Them Eat Cake.
Yeah. He's hurting us personally. This podcast.
Is he doing the Let Them Eat Cake bit right there?
That's
while he was
basically
on
What were you
TV?
gonna say?
so. I think one of the things I think started with like the problem with the actors thing too is that they were saying that for extras what they wanted to do was scan the extra and then just pay them for that 1 day's worth of work and use their like AI version of them for the rest of the time and not have to pay them.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's too much. That's like
What the hell?
Yeah. So
it's clearly necessary, like what they're doing.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. 'cause-
I'd be like, dope. I'm in a lot of projects, but
you're
then
not
when
getting
I'm not
paid.
getting paid,
then it becomes an issue.
Yeah.
there I am, and there I am, and there. What
Yeah.
the
Wait,
fuck?
why am I in this movie?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could afford food for a week and then that's it.
Yeah. I was not a terrorist extra. What's happening?
To be able to just use
Class your name on everything.
to be able to just use your likeness however they want
Yeah.
to use it. It
Yeah.
feels a little invasion of,
Oh, God,
of
yeah.
your personal
That
space,
is a secret
you know?
invasion.
Yeah,
Literally.
but see, we're getting there anyway.
know.
Like
Yeah.
AI voice, AI everything.
Yeah, so it's so I think part of the problem is like just even with the writers, right? Like we're getting to a point where AI is going to start eventually being good enough to write also. So or at least help supplement
Worst
with writing.
invention ever. I'm just saying.
Well,
It's just going to be so
it's not-
formulaic, though.
Yeah.
Because, like, AI has a formula to be like, it's going to be like this.
Yeah.
Like, if you gave it 15 different plots, like, do this, it's going to be like, okay, revenge of this thing, blah, blah, blah.
But
It's
you
like,
know what?
it's so.
Stories are formulated.
AI
Yeah.
is
In
just-
general, they
AI,
are.
No, they
AI
are.
is just the death of art. That's it.
I
I don't know if it's a
disagree
death of
still.
art. I think-
disagree.
I think people have to
I
be
do.
more creative. They gotta
Yes.
outdo the
Yeah.
art now. The
No,
AI
well,
art.
you have.
They
I
gotta-
think you have to use it
Use
to
it,
your.
yeah.
Instead of letting it take over your job, let it like.
Yeah, let it start
help
the
you.
skeleton.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's
then
like
you
Tell
change
that to the rich people who only want to use AI because it's cheaper.
Like, here's the thing: Disney could very much be like, "Fuck you! We don't want any extras." Then,
Yeah.
what we'll do is we'll make a fake person,
Yep.
and we'll use their
But
likeness.
what if that
Now
fake
we
person
hire
looks
0
like-
extras.
What if
Yeah.
that
And
fake
it's
person
cheaper.
looks like exactly like you,
Yeah, but-
and then it's like this person was not meant to be like this person?
well, they already do
But
that at
then-
the end of movies.
Yeah, they do that
They
all the
say like,
time.
oh, if there's any
Yeah.
likeness that it's not.
Yes.
Yeah, they already
That's
do
like-
that.
But
They
that
have that legal
literally is
disclaimer.
me.
Yeah,
And then Mark Zuckerberg is in the mix because they ripped
But
all the
you're not-
people from Facebook and they put them into this horrible Frankenstein AI monster that we're seeing on the
well,
street.
that's totally possible.
And he's
That is
like,
100%
I'm
is
sorry,
possible.
that's not you. That guy's wearing a red tie and you're wearing a bow tie.
Look,
There's
I-
no
His name
way.
is Matt. He's wearing the same shirt.
Yeah.
He works with
His
space
eyes are
sample.
blue.
Yeah.
He has my job.
Yeah.
He even has a name tag on
Yeah.
that says Matthew.
It has my last name.
Actually, using my last name.
That is me.
He's holding up his social security card and it has my social
Those were my numbers.
If it's got my numbers, I'm gonna be like, oh
It
no.
has my passport.
They ask him bank security questions in the movie.
And he answers
even
them
know how
all
it knows.
correctly.
I don't even know those things.
Yeah, those things are always hard. I'm like, did I ever live on the street?
Well, now you'll be able to know by watching the movie.
God,
He answers them all correctly.
So,
something I can't even do.
so what if this
And
all...
my money's withdrawing out of my bank account as we speak. How are you telling me this man is not me?
It's been funneled into Bob Iger.
He put it in the movie so he could steal your information. Now that I have his information.
Oh my God! My
You
second
signed the
private jet.
contract, though. In
I don't have
fine
that
print,
much.
it said I can use your social to open up a credit card.
Yeah, when you signed up for Facebook, it said it real small at the bottom.
Oh my god. What were you gonna say, Kyle?
So what if this whole striking situation kind of leads to the deconstruction of Hollywood and the movie making
that would be
industry as
sad.
we know it. And next thing you know, there's no more entertainment, there's no more movies, and then Meryl Streep's fixing our bridges.
That sounds pretty cool.
That'd be okay. Knock him down a peg.
Then we could hang out with Warren Reynolds and get some free Mint Mobile.
Yeah.
I thought you said Warren Reynolds.
Warren Reynolds. No, my mouth stinks.
Warren Buffett and Ryan Reynolds.
If they had a love baby, it would
Yeah.
be Warren.
What,
Reynolds.
do you guys see, like, not to talk about the DCEU like every other podcast we do,
Someone's gotta do it.
but was it Zolo? How do you pronounce his name?
No, I'm not going.
Oh, the guy from
XOLO.
Yeah.
Zolo,
Okay.
Blue Beetle.
Holo.
Oh, okay.
Tony looked confused.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was confused.
So he made a statement being like, because of this strike, I'm not going to be promoting Blue Beetle because I want to be on the right side of history.
Oh, wow.
Yes, get
And
it.
it's like, yeah, if any movie doesn't need promotion, it's definitely Blue Beetle. The movie that people are like, the Hootie Wuddy.
Yeah.
There was a lot of people that walked out on premieres. Like they said, the Oppenheimer, everybody left. They left. Even though,
For the strike?
It's like someone nuked it.
Oh my god.
they said even the British actors and the British actors don't have to honor the strike that's here because they have their own.
I don't have to work today.
They have their own guild in Britain. They don't need like our guild, but
Yeah.
they walked out in
In solidarity.
solidarity.
Wow.
So you know what's
6
what's
or 5
interesting
or-
too. So we're going to get to a point. We're not there yet, but where you can type in anything you want and it'll make that movie.
You better stop giving them ideas, Tony.
No, I'm just telling you the truth. We already
I
have
don't
text to
care.
video
It is
that's
his
being
fault.
developed.
It's just going to suck for a long time.
It's
It's going to suck for a while.
But then there will probably be those people that are like the independent artists that'll come out with a movie and they'll be
Yeah.
like, oh man, this is way better than an AI movie.
Yeah, that's true.
or they'll
hope
use
AI
AI to
gets
help them
slapped
do
down.
it.
Yeah.
That's stupid. There's one fucking AI that's like
iRobot.
everywhere on Instagram, and it like makes your thing this animation thing, so you
Yeah.
could be like swap it with this face and do this thing.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And people are using.
Oh
it.
my God!
It's like
For they're using it for like their photos
yeah.
for like on LinkedIn and shit. Like they're
Oh, that too. Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
using and it's coming out really good, and people are like, "This is what I'm
Yeah.
using."
No,
as
the
my
one I'm talking
headshot.
about is kind of shitty.
like shaking hands with the president.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. That new trend where it's like use AI to create your LinkedIn profile picture. But I'm talking about this one. It's like it's not one of those .ais, and it literally will take it, filter it, and kind of animate it like that other one that we were looking at before. And it just does it so choppily and like a million different things happening at once because it's processing it like a computer.
Yeah.
And people are putting it out like, hey, like I made this. Hey, I made this.
Really?
And I'm
Wow.
like, bro, like no offense, but fuck you because
That's really good, though.
that's so fucking dumb. Just be like, hey, I used AI to generate
Exactly.
this video or
Yeah.
whatever.
Headshots. It just takes
But
it.
and it's not. You're not going to get to the same level of like studio animation for a while.
For a
It's gonna be
while, yeah.
long.
It's gonna take a bit.
Like how long? I don't know because it's working at this rapid pace.
Yeah.
But filtering a character to make it look like Studio Ghibli, or like filtering a character to make it look like this different animation style, and then every frame of the animation being like this really shitty mess.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
not cool. It,
No,
it
yeah.
fucking sucks.
Yep.
And to be like, whoa, look at me, I made this thing. It's like, bro, like, all right, relax. This is dog shit.
Yeah, but you did remind me of this new one that came out. I think it's called Clip something. I'll text it to you guys. I thought it was pretty cool. So what it is, you can scribble any drawing, and then you type in what you're trying to draw.
Yeah, I've seen that. as
And
well,
then
yeah.
it will like make it into that, and you could do different styles. So like you could do like origami or like cartoon or comic, and all these kind of different styles. Which it's really cool. Even like there's like the isometric one. So if like you're making a game, video game, you can make it like an isometric.
But it's a tool.
exactly. Yeah, it's not replacing.
Yeah,
you.
it's
you're
not
using it.
supposed to replace you.
Yet.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a tool to
Yeah.
assist you.
Yep.
Don't keep whatever.
Yeah.
See, there are I like parts of AI.
Yeah.
Like,
Parts of AI are good, and then it's when it steps over that line of like,
yeah.
we're gonna scan you and create these back, like
Yeah,
taking, like doing.
Yeah. But that's the
I like
struggle.
AI. It's convenient.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. So the struggle is that you have the creative people who are trying to use it to help them with their creative efforts, but then you have studios, and that's where the divide comes in. Because then the studios are like, do we even need you guys? Like, that's where it becomes
it's
the
a mix.
difference.
Like, when I was doing the animations and when I do the parodies, right? I use AI for the backgrounds of the animation because what I want it to be like, Sonic's world, Breaking Bad's world.
Right.
And I'm a one-person animation thing, and I was making the animations in a few days. So I use AI to generate. I take a frame from Breaking Bad. I do the Photoshop where I take the character out and I do this shit. I make it a blank background. I run the AI to make it a certain style. I go through a whole bunch of different ones. I Photoshop that together, put it back in the animation, and utilize that. I'm one person.
Exactly, yeah.
I'm using it as a tool to help assist me. It's a completely different fucking situation than a group of 10, 15, 20, 30 people.
A huge studio corporation.
Who's
studio.
Who's now like, okay,
cut corners.
your job is to run prompts. Your job is to run this AI. It's like, okay, now this is kind of like ridiculous.
Now you're taking people's like livelihood and being like, I can control whatever I want, so we can make more money that we don't need.
Yeah, but it's not for like one element either. It's not. Now it's like, okay, we're gonna run it for the CGI. We're gonna run it for the background. We're gonna run it for the character's voice. We're gonna do all this shit, and then I don't know. That's when to me it starts becoming like not cool anymore.
Yeah. Well, but that's why when what do you call it? The guy who created OpenAI, I can't remember his name now, but he went to Congress and he's like, look, we can be in one of two areas right now, and like we have to put some regulations in, because you know how many more fraud there's going to be too now. Like it's a scary time, but it's also a wonderful time. But that's how it always is. Whenever there's a new big change, it's always a scary time, but also a wonderful time. So you got to take the good with the bad.
Imagine a world where AI didn't learn how to caption videos, and now every time a new sentence shows up, you have to go and type in every fucking word. That's a lot of fucking work. That's crazy. So,
or you could be YouTube and like have asset and have the YouTube.
Yeah, but that's
guess what?
AI, Rachel.
Yeah, but you remember in the beginning when they released it, it wouldn't pick up like the right words.
Because it had to learn,
and it still does that.
Yeah,
it still does that. When I do the captions for the shorts, I do a lot of manual editing. I could very easily leave it to the wrong captions or wrong timing. I do a lot of manual editing to make sure it's right. So I don't know.
I use the AI generated art for most of these podcast episodes, and I just do it because I wouldn't do it otherwise. Like it's just like purely like what the hell.
Yeah.
And if it's goofy and entertaining, I'm like, well, it was this or it was nothing.
Right.
And I'm not taking anyone's job, I think.
No.
Yeah, no.
And the
if
point
you
of
have
it,
good intentions behind what you're doing, and it's not like to profit off of, like fully profit off of it. You know what I mean? Where you're not hurting anybody else or taking anybody else.
we're not selling the podcast generated art as NFTs.
Yeah. It's for the convenience, less of like, if we cut this, we wouldn't have to pay these people. You know what I'm talking about? It's less of
Take
like
off.
more,
Definitely
like full
don't.
profit hurting other people.
Yeah, I think just simplify everything we're saying. It's tool, not replacement.
Yeah, exactly.
If I want to see Paul Rubin as Pee Wee Hermione
You
and
could
Eric
do it.
Karn, I already have, and it's an enjoyable thing.
I already have my experience.
What they need to do, so it's no longer a replacement, is an AI that attaches to your brain and sinks its little AI nails
Doesn't
into your
work for
skull, and then you could think it, and it does.
Hey, it's close. I already told you about that machinery that can read the thoughts.
Hey, what's that PlayStation thing when I see it at the bottom with the VR where it's like the afterlife? What's that?
What?
What?
The PlayStation VR afterlife or something like
When
that?
you die, it scans
I don't know,
your
never-
entire everything into the. You just got to hold the controller for a day.
You guys haven't seen that?
No, is that a new thing?
Is that thing when you try to find porn on PlayStation VR and you keep going through all the different websites and you're like, where's the VR ones?
Wait,
Sounds
what?
like something from personal experience.
Oh, that's not the same thing?
I didn't even hear about that thing.
I didn't bring up that thing. Matt, what the fuck?
Oh, never mind. It's a VR horror game. I thought it was.
Yeah.
I took it way too literally. It's just me.
Is it hot in here?
So let's talk about a project that probably didn't have any AI involved, even though they all do, right?
Probably did.
Yeah,
probably
My
does.
Adventures with Superman.
Yeah.
Probably did.
Probably.
Okay.
At this point.
Sorry. Continue.
Let's preface it with it probably.
Probably did at this point.
But who's seen the first 2 episodes of My Adventures with Superman?
Oh,
Everyone but Sir Matthew.
I am knowledgeable of the show. If that's the really well animated show that I haven't seen yet.
It's an Adult Swim show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
It's
Yeah.
crazy because it's like so wholesome.
I know, yeah.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, what is this doing on Adult Swim?
Yeah. It looks like something should be in like the Toonami thing, right? Like
It feels like something should be on Webtoons.
Whoa.
or yeah. But yeah, it was fun. It was a fun
Like
ride.
the war section?
Yeah, under category Vor.
Very cool.
I thought it was interesting how they kind of like made fun of the Man of Steel costume a bit, where it gave him like the blue suit where there was no trunks or anything, and then his mom was like, "Hey, that's kind of missing some stuff," and they gave him the belt and like that underoos kind of thing. I was like, "Oh, that's interesting."
Oh, I didn't even realize that. That was a jab at Man of Steel. I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
Because doesn't New 52 also not use trunks?
it did, but now and with Rebirth they put it back on.
It's funny, like it goes out of style because like underwear on the outside, that's so silly. And now they're like, we missed it, bring it back, and now it's back.
Yeah, so strange.
And I remember James Gunn had like a poll. He's like, I definitely won't use the results of this poll, but what would you prefer? And I think most people voted, underwear.
for the trunks.
Yeah.
Underwear outside.
Doesn't he like Sailor Moon the costume on?
He does. Yeah.
So now he has to Sailor Moon the costume, then put on the underwear every time?
Yep.
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Let him. What if they upgraded to a jock strap?
Yeah.
I just want to update because on one of the previous podcasts, I did say I wanted a strong Lois Lane character. I like this Lois Lane character.
Yeah.
I needed this
she's
Lois
awesome.
Lane character, like where she was like, gonna do my job, you
Yeah.
know? Like, she was
And
very
it's literally
cute.
not her job. That's the thing.
It's literally not her job.
She's an intern.
This is the job I want. And
Yeah.
she's just
This is the female character I wanted.
she
Get everyone fired along the way.
Yeah.
she was doing her job. It'd be an episode about her getting coffee for Perry. What's his name? White or whatever.
Very white. Yeah.
Winkle.
No, I really like this Lois Lane. I think I liked how like she would take things completely different than everybody else. So everybody else is like, oh, so that means we can't do this. She's like, no, that means we should do this. And it's like I really like
It was
that.
entertaining. I
Yeah.
liked it. It was wholesome.
As long as it's entertaining to you.
Soundstage guy and others.
Toxic Gossip Train. She literally just took the rhythm from
Yeah.
that song and wrote Toxic Gossip Train. Anyways.
I was trying to remember what did they do with Superman's powers that I'm trying to remember.
He's the
episode.
Flash?
What they do?
Yeah, didn't they make him like a little bit weaker? I'm trying to remember what
It's
they did.
interesting how they approached his lore. I think that was my takeaway from the first episode, where it's like, oh, they're kind of like rewriting the book. I think a little bit.
Which is nice.
As far as I like the Superman various, like the Christopher Reeve movie, I'm Smallville, or whatever other things. I feel like they're more or less, even the Man of Steel version, like similar takes on the same thing. He's got to go up to the old North Pole and find the ice crystal place. And this one, it's more like they changed it up.
Yeah.
And I not gonna hate on it for being different. I felt like they're just like, let's just get to the point. Like, don't make this guy have to go to the North Pole in our first episode just to make him wear a Superman suit. So I thought that was fine. I had no problems with that. Yeah.
There was a scene of this show where I almost pressed the button on my TV to make it have a cock so I could blow it because I was so proud of this scene. When Jor-El was not speaking English.
Yes.
Thank you.
I was like,
That was
holy
awesome.
fuck, I'm about to blow my TV.
What did the language look like?
It was
What sound
Kryptonese. It was like,
It was like a whole different. Yeah, that was accurate.
That was
felt
so
accurate.
I was like, oh my god, finally,
Yeah.
it's not just like, hello, Kal-El.
Yeah, 'cause
I
they
know
speak-
English
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
I was like, oh my god.
That was
Show
awesome.
him on Krypton.
And he seemed like it almost sounded like
speaking Krypton.
Viking.
Kryptonese.
Like,
Yeah.
it almost sounded like Viking, like in like nature.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah,
this is
old and, like-
fucking cool.
Yeah, I was like, I recognize that language.
No, it almost seemed like older, like an older
Norse.
ancient language. Yeah, more than like
Pretty
a,
sure it was just
Mesopotamia.
German.
probably just German.
Yeah.
Which is Viking, so whatever.
Schmeckt sehr gut.
Potato
Yum,
Yeah.
that was it.
Wow. So what did he say?
Tastes so good. Yum yum.
He wanted to go to the nearest froyo shop
Yeah.
to eat more froyo. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm enjoying what the show's doing, and it's a very fun, lighthearted thing so far.
Yeah.
Big question: does Superman take accountability?
Take
Yeah.
accountability.
Big answer.
Yeah, I guess he kind of does, right?
Pretty.
I like
Doesn't he?
I like this.
I heard he has an
Kal-El.
alter ego just to hide it.
Wow.
Oh, that's
Kal-El, he has
true.
he has like less of like as of right now a burden. You know, like he always has that like kind of like not like a sad boy physique.
Oh, yeah,
but it's
he's-
like
Well, like the weight of the world.
the
on
weight
his
of the
shoulders.
world on his
Yeah,
shoulders.
yeah.
He's kind of young. He's still like
Yeah, it's all new.
even more than Smallville. I feel like Smallville he still had like the burden, the weight of burden.
Well, the burden of
Yeah.
that being a soap opera. I'd be like, oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
I can't
you know what I mean.
believe
It was still
have to
like
bang 2 girls this
complicated
episode.
emotions.
Yeah, the burden of Fight for Fighting playing every time something dramatic happens.
Any popular alternative song playing. In the background.
It's the talent mix.
Honestly. But yeah, I like the show a lot.
Yeah.
I thought even Deathstroke, I know a lot of people were like complaining that he's like a soy boy Deathstroke. But I like Deathstroke in the show because it gives him room to become like that more murderous assassin with the Jerry's voice from Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Eating Jacqueline
Yeah.
jerky.
Yeah.
I like Jimmy's character too, where he's kind of
Jimmy's
like
character's
everything's
good.
like an alien. It's like very conspiracy theory.
Oh my god. No, he might have been a little too cartoony for me in this cartoon because I was like, yo, this guy almost got hit just by a truck like crossing the street. Like he can't count on Superman saving him every time he walks into
Yeah,
a road.
that's true.
Like this guy should die between episodes. Like that-
Superman has to walk him
aloof.
across the street every time he crosses the
Like
street.
an old lady.
Just in case. And just
He's
sling
not
it across.
compatible with life. I'm sorry. Like he's supposed
not.
to, and the joke is he's like an observant photographer, and then he's like getting hit by a truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And I like that how he had his his own little was it like a video podcast, right? And he was like asking Lois to what do you call it? Subscribe. She's like, I'm not doing that.
I also like that he has this weird thing where he's like, no, Lois, I'm in charge. And it's like, you guys are just both doing the same shit. You're both going to get fired. Who gives a shit? Like, why do you care? Yeah. No, but it's cool. I like the show. I enjoyed it a lot. Very much so.
I'm excited to see what's to come.
Yeah, the third episode's up. We gotta watch.
Yeah, hopefully the third episode doesn't suck and everything we're saying is
I know,
super-
right? This won't age well.
Yeah.
Episode 3 is
Yeah.
not good.
Velma shows up.
Yeah. Jake is super bad.
Wait, when is Velma season 2 coming out?
Not soon enough.
Futurama's coming out.
Probably
soon.
the-
So is Harley Quinn.
7.
The rumor is that show actually involves writers, so
Wow.
it's probably gonna be delayed. Oh yeah, Futurama's about to come.
Futurama.
Wow.
Getting advertised Anna Mayhem on Hulu.
Yeah.
Anna Mayhem.
We checked in. Tony's like, we have so much stuff on our plate show wise
Yeah.
coming out.
Yeah.
Tony's like, oh no, did Futurama also come out? And I'm like, no.
Hulu's
Dang it.
being like
Poppin'.
yeah, they got the Shadows shows back.
Yeah, what we do in the shadows.
It's one of my favorites.
I mean that just started, right? So like the whole season hasn't come out yet.
It's just
No,
2
it
episodes.
comes out one at a time.
Two
yeah.
episodes are out
so
right
far
now.
so good though.
Oh
Yep,
my
very
god,
good.
it's
Very
like
fun.
you fall right back into Keep Me More.
Laszlo's still my favorite.
Laszlo's still
Oh,
the
yeah.
best.
Oh no, Laszlo's your favorite?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
Oh,
character
wow.
you like, I forgot his name already, and I've watched it all.
I just said Laszlo. What do you
no,
mean?
Guillermo.
That's
Gizmo.
not my favorite character.
Tony's
I
favorite
know,
character.
I-
Your favorite
That's not what I was
character's
saying.
No, Gizmo?
Gizmo?
No.
No.
Yeah, Guillermo.
They after 3 seasons, Tony's favorite
can't say
character.
something.
Tony's favorite character is still calling the Guillermo Gizmo. Like through
He still calls him Gizmo.
He still calls him Gizmo. It's not his name. But they go into depth on him. Like this season feels like it's very like
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp. So what's happening right now is he got
Spoiler alert. I
spoiler
guess.
alert. I mean,
Whoa, I'm still on the first season.
was in the trailer, right? While you're on the first season.
No, I don't care.
Want me to give my spoiler? Imagine I spoil something for you.
Yeah.
I only saw the trailer.
I've seen a lot
okay.
of trailers. So,
He's gonna get someone else turn him into a vampire. This
so
season.
last season, somebody else turned him into a vampire. One of his friends that somebody else accidentally turned into a vampire, and he doesn't get all of the qualities of a vampire because he's also related. Spoiler: he's related to Van Helsing, and they find out like that he can do all these moves. Like he could chuck like a stake into people's hearts, like he could fight like Van Helsing.
Yeah, he's very like naturally skilled at just casually killing vampires.
Yeah.
So
Oh my God.
he got turned into, he officially is one, but he doesn't have fangs. He can't fly. He can kind of turn into a bat with just his ears, but that's but he doesn't need glasses anymore. And so he finds out in the first or second episode.
I think it's the first episode.
First episode, he finds out that that's the biggest sin you could do is if you have a master, them not turn you into it and you go to somebody else. It's like cheating.
It's like sleeping around.
Yeah. He was like, if I find out you done that, I'm not good at names. Nandor says, if I find out you did that, I'll kill you and then I'll kill myself. And then he's like, but he's already a
Nandor's
vampire
my
at this
favorite
point.
character.
Nandor is.
So
He was like, I'll kill you and then I'll kill myself. It's so good. And they're to the mall. They don't know how to say mall. They're like, oh, the mythical mall. And they go into a mall and they're like, oh. And it has a lot of other character focus and I enjoyed the episodes that came out so far.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. Like the second episode, we get to see that neighbor that Laszlo's just friends with for some reason, and like you see like the crazy stuff they go through, and he brings like Nandor along, so it's like Laszlo and Nandor with their normal human friends at a bar. It's really funny.
And he always has to cover up for Nandor. Whatever he says, Laszlo always has to like kind of like hypnotize to be like, forget what I just said, because he'll say something stupid.
Do you think they're gonna undo all the Guillermo stuff? Like he's gonna like his body will resist being a vampire by the end of the season. That way they get to start fresh again.
I don't know.
Kind of like the Colin Robinson stuff.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't
Colin
know.
Robinson, they kind of, and then I don't. Have you gotten what episode were you?
I haven't watched this latest season, but I'm up to date otherwise.
So he turns into back into Colin Robinson.
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
And they're reinventing his character, which is nice. He has a
okay.
new job. So he was
Keeps
like
his character fresh.
Yeah, he was like he has a new job, and he's like he this is the best way is to become a waiter. Is the best way to like be a vampire, energy vampire.
yeah.
So he gets all the orders wrong. Jalapeno poppers, jalapeno poppers. Okay, he was like, "Can you just bring us something so it looks like we're eating jalapeno poppers, jalapeno poppers?" He was like, "Okay." So and then he brings the wrong dish, like all the wrong dishes. It's just very funny. But you can kind of see where you're like, "Oh, if I was in Guillermo's place, I'd feel so like frustrated because they laugh about him becoming a vampire. They're sitting at the table, his birthday. It's not his birthday, but they're like, "Oh, that's what's wrong. We forgot your birthday." And he goes, "Yeah, you forgot my birthday. It's not his birthday." So they take him out, and they're all laughing at the table before he comes about, "Could you imagine if he was a vampire?" They're all like laughing at him, and Laszlo is very convinced there's an issue, so he's like following him, trying to see what's going on, and it's funny. I really love his character. I love Laszlo's character so much. All the characters are very lovable. And it looks like they're trying to introduce fully. I forgot the actress's name. She plays in Bob's Burger.
Kristen Shaw.
Yeah, they're trying to really introduce her into the house with them. So
she's become more and more of a regular cast member, over the last couple seasons.
Yeah.
They have her in the
I like
opening
Kristen Shaw.
title. They show a painting of her. So I'm like, are they trying to like introduce her into the full like?
Well, we watched. Does it have opening credits?
Yes.
There'll be like guest starring, but now if it's just like starring Kristen Shaw,
It has a picture of her within the credit, like in the first. That's why I was like, are they? So she's pretty much in the second episode. She's there the full time. Like she's one of the main.
Oh, cool.
So,
Yeah.
which is
I like
cool.
her a lot.
But it's funny, like her plot is like they don't want her in the
They
house.
don't want her in the house. So they tell her, no, it's against ordinance to like have more than this amount of people in the house.
Oh my God.
They don't, and Nadia is like, I wish I had a really close friend who was a girl that I could talk to. I'm right here. No, you know what I mean. Not like that. And she's like, but am I here?
says she has the puppet.
She has a puppet, and the puppet.
puppet's awesome.
She sat on. They explained she sat on her when she was drunk on the blood when she owned the club.
Yeah.
She owned the club, and she would get really, really drunk on like blood. Like she was an alcoholic pretty much, and she sat on the doll and broke the doll's like body. So they had to replace the doll's body with one of those bears that dances in like CBS. So when she was like, "Look, press the foot," and she presses the foot. She's like flashing everybody in the restaurant. So she's kind of mad at Nadia at the moment. Like they're not really as close, even though they're part of each other's soul. It's interesting, and then they try to see with Guillermo, they try to see if he can be bitten again to get more like the full powers. But you find out that if you're bitten twice by a vampire, you just explode. You just explode. If a vampire gets bitten by another vampire again, you just explode, and there's just blood everywhere. So yeah.
I can't wait to watch it and see all those things happen.
Sorry for spoilers. It's just so good. I'm very excited for the next episode to drop.
Yeah, there's a lot of like shows on the horizon that I'm like I want to watch this, I want to watch that, I want to watch that. We've been catching up on the show Barry. It's a show that recently just ended. I talked about it on a prior episode. It's still a very entertaining show, and like whenever you like they have like incredibly serious things, you're like, oh, maybe the show's done doing something funny. Then like next thing come along and be like completely ridiculous, and like some bizarrely cartoony like moments happen in the show, even though it's like such a overall not grounded, but like a very like high stakes, like serious like taking murdering people very seriously type of show. But we have 2 episodes left. We thought we were going to finish it ahead of time today, but not quite. So, but we'll probably be done with it very, very soon and move on to something else. We have to watch Just Like That season 2 still.
Just like that. Who's gonna die in a peloton this year?
I haven't. I stopped. I couldn't. I didn't get time to like. Well, I did, and I totally forgot. That's how like. I don't know. I'm such a diehard fan of the first like trilogy that it's very hard to like. I heard they're adding my favorite character though back. Samantha is coming back. She made the show. Without her, it was like okay. And why do I care about like?
I have to learn because but if they're weekly releases, I don't think it's done yet. So you could just wait till it's on and then just decide one day. Be like,
binge.
Exactly.
Tony went. Oh, I showed him like a couple episodes of the original, and then he saw this one. He goes, "What happened to them?" And I was like, "Time
got
happened
age,
to them.
bro.
Yeah.
Plastic surgery happened to them.
Some like cheddar, some like wine, huh?
Mostly like Laffy Taffy and pull you. like plastic surgery.
They look like the Joker when he's got his own face stabilized.
Oh my God, yeah.
They do. Some of them, and then
another show that I realized came back is that I was like, gotta watch is Warrior.
Yes.
And I was like,
so good so far.
Yeah.
I'll let you.
You guys have been keeping up with it. That's like a weekly HBO release now, right?
Yep. We haven't watched the latest
one. We didn't get.
But
to watch
yeah,
that's a today watch.
It's still awesome. Like the action scenes are great. They pretty much don't have that girl anymore. What's
not yet at least.
The mayor's wife.
The mayor's wife.
She's like not even
the white girl.
Yeah.
She's not really.
She's not even really in it anymore.
They kind of introduced another girl that he seems to be interested in.
Oh, the printer's daughter.
The printer's daughter, yeah.
Huh?
You gotta go for that printer's daughter.
Yeah, that's right.
The printer's daughter.
Like a cannon? Like a cannon printer?
No. Like it's actually
sort
back
of,
in the
but like
day.
back in the
Yeah,
day.
when you do the printing press.
The printing
Yeah,
press.
printing
I
press.
don't
Benjamin
understand.
Franklin.
It's Benjamin Franklin.
Yeah,
Sorry to
Benjamin
break the
Franklin
news.
style.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Don't understand
And
that. Too far back.
They kind of like introduced like one of the cops has his own life now. Like the taller one, the southern one, has his own thing going on right now.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a battle between like the houses that they have still, and now it looks like there's a battle between the main character and like his really good friend, his best friend, and like it
sounds like an easy show to follow at least.
Yeah.
But that's the thing that I was impressed by probably more than anything. I mean, sure, like it's got awesome fight choreography and stuff, but I was like, I could see myself getting lost watching a show like this where there's like. It has a huge cast when you think about it. I was like, if they give everyone their own storylines, like I might fall off, but like they make it so simple. Like they're just
They make it easy.
yeah,
which is, like,
and
nice.
as long as they keep doing that, being like, okay, very simple. You don't like you, and like you're just trying to live a happy cop life. I don't know, stuff like that.
Yep.
And then you have some crazy ass fun fight scenes. I'm in for that show.
It's complicated characters, but it's like you want to see what happens to them. They have like internal struggles. Like the one I see the most internal struggle is really the cop that's like kind of corrupt, kind of not, and he wants his family, but then again he still wants this life, and his wife's like, you figure out your life and then we'll come home, but we're not coming home right now. And the story plots are very well, and you can also see like one episode where I was like, this is something Bruce Lee would write where he's like punching the bag with the shirt off, and the girl's like,
with his,
oh,
he's
well,
punching
yeah.
with his tits.
And you know, like that Bruce Lee, like he's training, and the girl walks by and is like, and you're like, wow, this is a Bruce Lee. This is something Bruce Lee would write, like in one of his movies that he would have.
You are Bruce Lee. Write a story where man
You are my
punches bag.
papa. He goes, you are my papa. You need to act like my papa, because his daughter writes this. So or directs
I don't know if she's involved with it. I don't know what her involvement is though.
Anyways.
But the original premise was from Bruce Lee. Like he wanted to do this show, but they just never did it until now,
he's dead
so.
now, and his son.
What?
Wow, what?
Whoa.
I gotta ask because we watched two, three
I think
episodes of the first season, and man, some parts of it were so slow
It picks up.
that like I was like,
I'm trying to remember.
uh-oh.
You're talking about like the is it the mayor's wife stuff? Is that the thing you're talking about?
No,
what was the part with
the cop stuff was slow too, where it's like that whole like first two episodes, there's like so much just
Boobs.
talking and
Titties.
like setup?
yeah, I guess, but
'Cause
like
I don't remember that.
We should answer your question, but then my next question will be about the boobs. Because most shows, sorry, I'm just
no, you're fine. Just ask the boob question.
Let's go straight to the boobs.
Yeah, no,
in my expert opinion, most booby heavy things tend to lighten up on the boobies as they progress.
Right.
Does this show, so far in season 3, decide, hey, we should lighten up on the boobies?
Yeah, I think they
Yeah,
do.
I think so. I don't remember
Yes,
there
I
being
think
any
they do.
boobies in this.
They drag you in with the boobies.
and then they drag you plot.
Now it's the plot. No, it's good. I mean, like
the Game
it
of
does
Thrones
pick
man.
up. It does take a little bit to pick up, but then it picks up, and then after like I think like the second season, it starts getting really like fight heavy. You see MMA. You see them fight each other. You see like the Irish guy and the main character fight each other, and you see like MMA verse like that, and you see he fights a lot in this season too.
The
already.
Irish guy?
He already fought like two people
McGregor.
at the same time. Yeah,
Well, who?
the Irish guy.
Oh, yeah.
He fights two people at the same time in this one of these episodes. He's always fighting people.
I maybe I haven't seen the first couple episodes in a while. I don't remember like it feeling super dull.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I don't remember that.
What I recall was like I felt like each episode had like a 2-fight quota.
Yeah.
Where it's like maybe it was like too dull in between the fights, but I felt like they always met that quota. Maybe
Yeah.
I'm wrong, but that's what I recall. So
They added a
I
lot
don't know.
of plots with like characters you wanted to see, like the girl who runs the brothel.
yeah.
They added a lot of her like
Yeah.
stuff that's going on.
To be fair, I didn't like everyone's storylines as much as
Yeah.
everyone else's,
Yeah.
and I guess it's like they're trying to keep it like a woman's role in history, and it's like unfortunate that they have to stick a female character with that type of character, but
Yeah.
then they try to make them tough and empowered and stuff.
She's trying. It
But
looks
she's
like
still
in this
running a
season-
brothel. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
It seems like she wants to leave though. Like in this season, it seems like she doesn't want to do that. Like she'd rather. You're gonna watch it, right? So I don't want to hugely spoil it. So I'm not going to. Yeah, it seems like she wants to get away from that. There is so far. How many fights did we see so far?
Oh man,
Per episode.
it might have been a little bit more.
Might have been a little bit more.
That HBO money.
That HBO money.
Yeah, it looks like
HBO
they got
money,
more
honey.
money. To be honest, in this season, it already looks like they got more money
Dang.
for it. Right? It
I
looks like they
guess.
got more
I don't know.
money.
Does it seem
CGI is crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not really CGI.
Not really CGI heavy.
That dragon fight was nuts.
It's good to see the difference. Again, this show's very good at representing like how certain classes of people and certain
Their struggles.
their
and stuff.
struggles like coming here. Like they both had struggles, but then they were struggling with each other because of work. So they were struggling because the Irish people, immigrants, came here and they were working, but then Chinese immigrants came here and they would work for cheaper than what the Irish people would work for. But they're like, we can't lower any like lower, or else we're not going to be able to afford to live. So they're still to have that struggle.
I was gonna say, just what an interesting parallel to like today with the actors and AI and all that stuff.
It's the same thing, and
Yeah.
nothing ever goes away. Okay, guys.
It just repeats in a
It
different
just
way.
repeats
Yep,
in a different
exactly.
kind of way.
That's exactly what happens.
for it. Anyways, yeah. So far it's good. The first two that we've seen,
Gotcha.
Wait until aliens come to Earth and they're like, we'll work for a penny.
and then we'll be like, shit.
I had the shit out of it. Bro, I would hire 10 aliens if I could. Their costs are low like that.
A penny
You're
per,
part of the problem, though.
Hey, fuck you.
for 1 penny per day. I'll work 24 hours.
Yeah, they're aliens. They're from outer space. They need jobs. I'm helping them out.
Yeah. And what if
That's what
they-
the companies think. Yeah.
what if they just
No.
need the copper to build their spaceships
Yeah.
home and everything?
I'll promise them copper.
Help an alien out.
Yeah. I'll even give them a place to live. What am I? I'm part of the problem because I hired an alien from outer space that needs a job?
No, I would do the same thing because
Yeah.
I'd probably redo my entire basement in a week.
Yeah,
I'd work
or-
24 hours for a penny.
Literally, that's the conflict. Just turn it into humans.
Yeah, okay, but now what happens? An alien
Secret
comes.
invasion.
Computers don't have little zappy rays that could shrink you or send you up into space and launch you into wherever the hell, okay? Aliens are a bigger problem. You mess with an alien, all of a sudden there's an issue. If I tell ChatGPT to go fuck itself, it's like, oh, okay. Whoopsie.
now,
I apologize for upsetting you.
Yeah. What did I do wrong? I tell an
Until
alien
the
to go
AI
fuck itself.
uprising.
Yeah, exactly. Until the AI uprising.
Yeah, but hey,
That's why you
it's
gotta
not
be-
going to have the same brain.
But that's why you gotta be nice to AI. Even when you're talking to your Alexa, you're like, okay, thank you, Alexa.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying. If I tell an alien fuck you, it's gonna remember it in a week. If I tell
It'll remember it
ChatGPT
forever.
fuck you, it's not gonna remember it tomorrow.
It might.
No, it won't. I'll just start a new chat.
This is our first time talking.
Yeah, it'll be like, okay.
It'll be like every human talks badly to us.
Yeah. Like, no,
Nobody ever treats us with respect.
Congregating its data, so it builds up grudges over
Over the time.
Hey, if it does, then hey, whatever, I'm fucked. But I'm just saying.
But wait.
Alien comes down, different story. Just
It
saying.
sounds the same.
It sounds the same as an
Over
alien.
time.
Alien coming from outer space in a spaceship
Yeah.
lands at your house, says,
Yeah.
I need to work, I'll work for pennies.
Uh-huh.
That sounds the same
As
to you.
AI being like, hey, I'll work for free right now.
I paid ChatGPT $9.
That's a lot of money.
I mean, if ChatGPT costs $9 and an alien's working the right for 24 hours for a penny, I'm gonna take that alien.
I could ask
Exactly.
ChatGPT
That's-
25 questions and it's like, wait. 3 out, wait.
And plus, I'd love to see an alien plot line.
Yeah.
Like what it comes up with.
True.
What's interesting to the alien. Man eats bowl of cereal.
Yeah. Man, wake up
Oh
for
my
breakfast
God.
and brush teeth. Squirm long, don't do that.
Man brushes Norp now.
Why did you put the flurp in your nork nark?
What is a Norp now?
We'll find out.
Yeah. See, and
Find
then
out.
boom. Penny. On the pennies, Tony.
Right. But what about all the actors?
All aliens. Pennies.
Yeah.
Pennies a day. Not even pennies, plural.
We
pennies,
need-
singular.
I would argue we
our
need
economy
alien
would
representation in film.
Our economy would crash and houses would be 2 pennies.
Well, that would
Sounds
excellent.
good to
Then the
me.
millennials could own homes then.
That would be excellent. I need these aliens to come.
I'm pro
ASAP.
alien labor.
Me
Just
too.
saying.
All right.
So we're enslaving them? They're not gonna.
Whoa!
We're
I am
working
giving
in
them
collaboration.
home.
They're only asking for a penny when
Yeah.
they come down. They're obviously in the know of pennies.
Yeah.
This must be a valuable metal to their
Yeah.
society.
So we give a penny. We
suckers.
don't take a penny. We're only giving pennies. It's
Yeah.
not give a penny, take a penny. They're
Pence?
working for penny.
You giving a pence?
Yeah.
That may lead to a penny shortage eventually.
No,
But-
not if we turn
Yeah.
quarters into pennies and every other metal into a penny.
You know
and put
why?
a big 1 cent on it.
I know exactly why it won't be a penny shortage. Because people like him that won't hire the aliens
Whoa.
and won't give them no pennies or copper.
Oh my god.
You're the reason that we won't have a penny shortage.
Wait a second. How did
You
this get
son of a
turned around?
bitch. We need to give aliens
why
copper.
doesn't Disney just hire you to represent them then?
Good
For
question.
what? For the strike?
Yeah.
I'm pro-worker, bro.
That doesn't sound like it.
I'm pro-alien, pro-worker. Alien's a person with a soul. Soulless AI.
They are a being of sorts.
Yeah.
They do have a conscience and a soul, and maybe even a family.
Presumably. Otherwise,
They
we'd
do have a
probably
little
be dust
family.
fighting.
What if they're robot aliens?
Robot aliens,
Robot
that
aliens,
are
you
pleasant and work for a penny a day? That sounds pretty sweet.
Who built them?
Yeah, who built them?
I
want
want to talk to them.
Bob Iger. And they shot them into space.
Now they're back.
Now they're back to collect our pennies.
If he built them, that's basically having your kids work for you.
Yeah.
And he's paying them less than his $40 million salary, whatever the hell.
I wonder what he gives his kids as like a salary.
Spit.
Yeah.
If I spit on you, it's
For
a
food,
blood.
too.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah.
Thank you. I love this chewed corn.
What do you mean your salad doesn't have dressing? There it is.
You want a kiss?
Yeah.
Here's your kiss.
Open wide.
Yeah. It's called a birdie kiss.
It's a bird,
birdie kiss.
Bird
Yeah.
food.
Yeah.
Birdie.
Mommy bird.
Let me chew your food and spit in your mouth for you. It's a pleasure doing business
Yeah.
for you, Penny.
Interesting.
I would like it if they replaced him with Bob Tiger.
Whoa.
And the next thing Disney
Bird.
needs to slash some prices, he just comes in and mauls everyone.
Oh my god.
It's like Goofy.
Yeah. And his pay will be significantly less.
One cornflake.
He gets to,
cornflake from Tony the Tiger.
Yeah.
he gets to eat people. That's worth.
Oh, okay.
there
I
you
see what
go.
you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's valuable.
Yeah.
True, it's true.
Yeah. In terms of things that sound like they were written by aliens, I heard that Sonic Prime has a second season already.
Yep.
See.
So, yeah. I don't know if we need to talk about every episode of this show,
No,
but
Only-
we only
only
saw the
saw
first episode of season 2 so far.
Yeah.
So we don't know how the rest of it. But the first episode of season 2, I would say significantly better than season 1.
why?
Because because in this so they introduced Shadow, right?
Shadow's making a plot happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So basically, Shadow's actually
driving
moving the
the
plot
plot.
forward
Dang.
instead of Sonic just
He's a
going
better
randomly to
Sonic.
all these places. It's actually like, oh, there's a reason to do something. Let's do that thing to save what we're trying to save, which is like what you would think that the whole plot of the whole show should be. But they at least introduced it now. So I don't know how the rest of this part. Because I think it's still season 1, right? It's just part 2. Season
Oh,
1.
this is part 2 of season 1.
Yeah.
Tony, you wrote.
I wrote it wrong. Yeah.
Wow. And you made him read it.
But now
So
I'm
now
the
he
fool.
looks wrong.
That sounds a little sussy.
Hey, I
Sussy
owned up to it. I
podcast.
took accountability.
You took accountability by not
Where's
saying,
the
hey,
ukulele?
Kyle, that's my bad. You got to wait for him to say it.
Where's the ukulele?
Where's the ukulele?
Yeah.
I thought part 2 came out and went by, and the season 2 already started. I was like, they're cranking this show out.
But yeah, it's at least from what we've seen,
I like
I'd
it.
say much better than the first
But then again, I'm biased.
season part.
Yeah, and you guys want...
I'm wearing.
Sonic
don't look the holes
sucks.
in my pants.
Whoa, no, Shadow?
sucks.
That bottle was right in front of it. You got to move
Thank
that.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
There,
That's good. That's
Ah.
good though, because
The Shadow.
there you go.
shadows.
Shadow socks.
Get your heart out, everybody.
I was waiting this whole
All
time.
you Sonic Who fans.
Actually, I wore them for AJ, but that's fine
Aw.
because I know
Don't worry, the other camera's been picking them up.
Yeah.
it's good. But yeah, I like it. My boy's in it. My favorite character's in it. He's very angry.
Your favorite character?
I thought it was
Very-
Knuckles. Is it
They're
Shadow or
both.
Knuckles?
I like both.
Omocho?
They're all bad boys.
Omocho?
They're all bad boys. So Knuckles and
Oh my God.
Shadow. They're both.
Sonic, this is how you run up a speed bump. Oh, what a bad motherfucker.
Oh, I like
Yeah.
that. He's mean. It's fine. It's fine.
I asked them, and they don't know yet, but does the tree come back? And you guys said so far.
So far, it's
They
like
showed a
one
palm tree
shot.
once.
Of the
It's
tree.
still in the show.
Yeah, one
Oh,
shot of
palm
it.
tree.
Why
but
do they have to
The
flash
palm
to the tree?
tree. That's literally all
Yeah.
it does. It goes, the palm trees.
This is our tree.
yeah,
We know.
The palm trees.
yeah, they haven't done that.
And that's it. He only ran up to the beach and went, the palm trees, and that's it.
Yeah.
So that's the only palm tree sighting.
Matt, you haven't watched the show, right? You watch the show, you understand exactly what the fuck. Every episode, they're like, "For Sonic, don't forget our tree."
Yeah, like that was
episode.
almost.
Once,
yeah.
promoting
once they
palm
get to the
trees.
tree, they stay at the tree.
Yeah, they
promoting
will
the palm
not
trees.
shut the
Is that
fuck
the
up
tree
about this
house?
tree.
Or is
No,
it
No,
just
it's just a
going?
single
no,
tree.
it's just a fucking tree
A palm tree.
that they hang out around, and they're like, "Sonic, the tree."
Yeah,
It's our
very
hope.
strange. Very strange.
It's our
That's
hope.
pretty cool.
Like, there's not a whole planet; it's just a tree.
Yeah, and they keep it's
Yeah,
There's no one else on these planets other than Sonic character doppelgangers.
yeah.
yeah.
Is there anybody hanging out at the tree besides them?
No,
Well, that's pretty
it's
interesting.
our tree. I thought I was having a stroke the amount of times I saw that scene.
You don't
Yeah.
want to blow your TV during that part?
No, I was like, put that dick away, TV.
Not while you're talking about the tree. Not while you're talking
Yeah.
about the tree.
No. No, ma'am.
It sounds good.
Well, speaking of Sonic and James Marsden, has anyone seen this Jury Duty show?
Jury duty?
Huh?
Oh, you guys haven't even heard of it?
watched
No.
Yeah, Matt and I watched the first episode, and I've been watching a few more episodes since then. I think it's a Freevee original.
Yep.
Oh,
What is
man.
that?
You can watch it for free.
Yeah, no.
Isn't that I think it's Amazon's I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
I think Amazon owns Freevee.
Wow.
Oh,
I don't know. I'm just saying shit. I'm just spewing shit.
I don't know. I made it up.
I think I'm wrong actually. I think they own IMDb TV, so which means Freevee
That
probably
has a
someone
TV
else.
too.
Yeah, it does.
I didn't know that either.
Oh my god.
Why is
For
everything
Freevee
got a TV now?
Is
I haven't even
Amazon.
been able
Okay, I
to
was right.
afford it.
Okay,
I'll go with
Paramount
that.
Plus.
So-
Paramount Plus is my next
What?
purchase.
So yeah, there's the show Jury Duty, and it's like a very strange concept, and the idea is everyone, and they explain this at the beginning of the first episode. Everyone in this show is an actor except for one person who's like the unsuspecting, like is going along with it, and it's like this elaborate jury duty setup. Like it's like he's goes through the whole process of like being called in for jury duty to being assigned to a case, going through it, being what's it called when the jury has to like live together and stuff like that.
Oh, I know what you're talking
Yeah, I
about.
know,
Yeah.
That, and the whole kit and caboodle, it seems. But then the catch is another person who got called in the same day was James Marsden, and he's just like I'm a big time Hollywood actor. It's like I'm gonna totally get myself out of this, and he's like playing. You're gonna say something?
I'm sorry. Actors, they also have to do jury. I'm sorry. This is just I haven't thought about this. They also have to do jury duty.
That's true.
Yes.
It just never popped to mind. So
They're U.S. citizens, I guess.
Yeah.
That's the question this show answers.
Yep.
Yeah. So
thank you for answering my question.
So it's like you watch this show being like would I have figured it out? Like it's like you're watching this character who's like, I guess the reason that the show's successful is because the unsuspecting guy is actually like a charming, like clearly a good person, and like he probably won people over just because like he's like seems like a good dude, and like he's a good sport about everything so far that's been happening. I haven't gotten to the point where I don't know, like the equivalent of Ashton Kutcher coming out to be like, hey, guess what?
Right.
We did a season-long punk on you.
Is it hidden cameras, or how does it work?
It's not. That's another thing. Like, there's clearly cameramen walking around. It's like sometimes they get each other in other shots. It's like they must have just like been like, listen, they explained
Televised
a whole premise, and somehow they're able to tell this guy wasn't like fool, like he wasn't already falling for it. I don't know.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem like a dumb, gullible person.
That's so strange. Yeah, you have to say something, because I would have been
Yeah.
like, what the fuck are those camera guys doing here?
but like there are parts of the show that don't directly involve this guy. It's like it's clearly a scripted show where they plan things out and they, I guess, edit it all together after the fact. But it seems like it's The Office on steroids. Like,
wow.
Oh, the term was sequestered. Like when it.
Oh, yes, correct.
And they made it out to be like, I have no clue if this is like true in real life. Like if someone of high status like James Marsden were part of a jury, they can hire someone to basically come to their house and like watch them to make sure they're not like, you know, breaking the laws of like using their phones or anything like that.
Oh,
therefore they don't have to like, you know, James Marsden didn't need to go and sleep in this building with all these lesser actors and the other guy.
Wow.
I'm just saying, it seems kind of.
So it's like funny, but also like that's exactly what they did at the same time. Because James Marsden in real life was like, I'm sleeping at home.
I feel like if I was like in a jury selection, I was selecting a jury, I probably wouldn't pick the famous person. To be honest, I'd probably be like, I don't know, they're busy.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, it's probably-
but
that's my
they're all.
favorite actor. I'm not
But
gonna
even the
choose
judge
him.
is an actor too. Like the judge is fake too. So so like when James Marsden's like being a big old baby, he was like. It's like the judge just keeps putting him down, be like, no, that's no excuse. You stay there.
True.
And he keeps putting down James
You
Marsden. He's like, oh,
You could get a really messed up judge
yeah,
that would be like, no, you're gonna actually be doing this.
yeah.
What's that?
Pay you
The
$40
judge's
a day.
last case or whatever. Like,
Oh
he's
yeah,
never doing
you're
or
right. It
something,
was
so
his
it's
last
a
case.
special case.
He hasn't really been bringing that up, but yeah, you're right. That is the part of the premise too. And they just a bunch of quirky other jurors on it. James Marsden is like being like a heightened version of himself, where he's just like, I have a secret high profile script right here. It's like says like top, you know, whatever, like it's like do not disclose type of thing. And then he's like reading on the side. He's like, ah! It's like, sorry, there's a jump scare. And it's very goofy.
I actually just went to the jury duty selection on Wednesday, and I immediately sat down in 5 minutes. They're like, all right, everybody can go home.
That's
we
amazing.
picked everybody.
That's
I was
awesome,
like, yeah. And I get up,
when
but it's an hour out. It's Riverhead. So I have to drive all the way to Riverhead for them to go, all right, you can turn around. I was like, all right, now we're back. All right. But I mean, like, thank God. But,
Yeah,
you know.
I think I'm due for jury duty.
Don't say that. They'll come after you. I said that too, and I immediately got a summons.
Last time I had to go, they took them the entire day to even call my number. And then by the time we all got into the place, they're like, we have to continue this process tomorrow. So I had to go back the second day. And then I found my way to wiggle out of it.
I actually postponed mine. I postponed it because
Oh,
I was like,
deferred?
I already was in the hospital. I can't take days off after this. Like when I came
They
back.
didn't wait very long. Like,
Yeah.
I
now you
postponed, and then they're like, pick any week within 6 months, and I went, okay, so you know, this week, whatever week we're saying it is, this week, and they're like, okay, and I happened to have off from work that week, and I was like, okay, convenient, and I go in and actually they delayed it, and I was like, okay, they're just not gonna call my number. It was supposed to be Monday, and then Tuesday, and then Wednesday I ended up going in, and they're like, all right, we picked everybody. It was 11. It was like the second round of people. They're like, all right, we picked everybody. Go home. I was like, okay, and turned back around.
Yeah,
don't have to come back
was
for 3
similar.
years. And I was
We
like,
all
"Oh."
waited there. It was all day, and then they took their lunch or whatever, and then they came back, and then waited there like another hour or two. Then they're like, "All right, guys, everyone who haven't called, just go home."
Wow.
I was like, oh, "Fuck! I just waited here all day." It's kind of
It's like, I don't know. I started the process being like, hey, maybe I'll be like excited by, you know, by the process. And then by the end of the first day, I was like, no. And then the second day, I was like, hell no.
I've only known one person, your dad, that actually had to go in and gotten chosen.
Part of the jury.
Wow.
It's exciting.
Yeah, I was just like, I don't know, I can't.
Who else has jury stories on that note? No? You just
No
got-
one. No.
Well,
Nobody has fun, exciting
well, I'm
5-minute
getting at-
sit down
Days
stories.
over in Riverhead too.
And then I
It
left.
was
I
amazing.
mean, it's usually top secret. You can't divulge. Like, if you ever got to, like, I got to hear about a case because I was there for the second day, before, and it's like, no, you can't talk about it. It was very exciting. But the show's very entertaining is what I'm getting at, even though it's like, it's a very dry, like, you know, people are just like stuck in their characters, I guess. And I feel like it's okay if they like break and start laughing at times because like the things that are happening are so ridiculous. Like if you're not laughing, something is strangely wrong.
Yeah.
So it's kind of it's like a weird social experiment. I can't see how they could ever do a second season. Sound that people are aware that this exists and it's like Emmy nominated now.
Well,
We didn't know.
yeah. Had no
Yeah,
idea
well,
about it.
maybe we're filming it right now.
Oh.
Put this camera.
Could you imagine you're walking around all day and you're like, no, you're being filmed.
You're the unsuspecting victim of your
It's
own
like-
setup show.
Yeah.
A bunch of cameras in your house. You're like, oh my god. You never noticed that was a thing. You're like,
The Truman Show.
yeah. But they actually, I was sitting there for the 5 minutes I was there, and I was like, coming up with, like, I was like, why? I understand why they do this, but like, this could be, like, I was trying to explain it to my mom. I was like, this could be like something really good for people who are like unemployed or something.
Yeah,
that can
big time.
receive money to go there and who
Willingly.
need the
Yeah.
job and need the money. Can go there instead of dragging people who have a job and it's an inconvenience or have kids and it's an inconvenience for them to come or show proof that they can't come. Give it to people who don't have a job right now and be like volunteer. If you volunteer, you'll get like $80 a day, $100
So,
a day.
The only problem with that is then you're getting a biased jury because it's only going to be
jury
those
of
type of
peers,
people. Yeah.
What type of people, Tony?
Unemployed.
What type?
No, I get what you're saying.
Unemployment. People have the same
Cases
mindset.
are very specific. That's why
Yeah.
they have a whole bunch of people and send a whole
like
bunch
a random
of people home.
sampling.
Yeah.
But is it really though? If you're selecting one set people from one area of the Suffolk,
You drove an hour.
Yeah.
I did. Unbeknownst to me. I drove an hour. I was like, wow, I forgot where we're at. It was right by the
I'd be down if it was like you have to like zoom in, like
Like a Zoom call?
Yeah, Zoom call. But like,
I'd be down,
this one's
yeah.
this is
This
a New
one-
Mexico case to be like, you, get a real-
You know what I mean? It should be like chosen
the Jedi
like, instead
Council.
of it being like per region, per like place. It should be like county. It should be like per.
The whole United States.
Yeah. Like, I mean, like, because then you're never getting a bias because it's all from different places.
But then how are you going to have the state of New York versus so-and-so?
I don't know. Then hire people from New Jersey. Or hire people from Pennsylvania.
I think it just also
Fix
be...
democracy, everyone.
Every case is federal.
Yeah, yeah.
Why not?
I think it'd be hard to track everybody, though.
Sounds like none of my business.
Or,
You know what? Coming out with it.
now hear me
I'm
out.
the storyboarder. I'm not the person that figures out the issues.
Aliens come down from the
Yeah.
sky.
And we made them a
At
penny.
1 penny per person.
That's
sure,
dirt
dude.
cheap. That's
Yeah.
even cheaper
Sounds like
than-
they want a second penny though.
All looking for work. And these juries need people.
Yeah, but then you're getting a biased jury of just the aliens.
No.
They're all different aliens.
What if they?
They're not the same alien.
What
They
if
all
they're-
have different
yeah.
opinions.
What if they're able to read the entire rule of law in a day for each state?
That
Yeah.
sounds like AI.
Well, they're very
No.
intelligent aliens.
These are smart aliens.
Yeah.
They
They're
go,
not like robotic slaves.
They're able to fly through space. They're smarter than us.
Umblong, Tublong, Das Dungang.
Ding dong.
That's
ding
Viking,
dong.
right?
They understand English in a day too.
That is them saying, this is going to be a fair trial because I have all of the knowledge I need.
I studied before I came here.
Yeah.
They might as well be the lawyers. We could pay them to be the lawyers.
Yeah, they broke
judge.
into Wikipedia. They
Yes, the
read
judge.
everything, learned English, learned
Everything
language
about
in
our
the entire
government just
world.
hand it over to the 1 cent per day.
The
we don't
sentience.
even need a jury if we just have like a completely unbiased alien.
Please tell me we're not just talking about the Rick and Morty episode where it's just dinosaurs being like,
Where
we'll
they
do
solve
it for
all the
you.
world's problems.
We'll
I'm
do
just
it for
saying,
you.
if you got us together at some council, we'd come up with some good ideas.
Yeah.
Aliens.
And then we'll have a big blinking sign facing the space.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Yeah. Need jurors.
So
What?
yeah, if you're ever on Freevee, check that shit out.
It sounds cool.
good.
I want to watch it.
That's
Yeah,
That's fun.
I watched Barry on your recommendation. That was actually really good. I enjoyed it a lot, the first episode.
Yeah, it's a strong first episode. Yeah,
We've been catching up on Salute Your Shorts.
Yeah, we haven't...
What the hell is that?
the Nickelodeon show.
Oh,
The
I
sun.
don't remember that.
Is everybody seeing? It's just kick.
Wait, is that soccer? Is that what's going on?
Oh my God! Yes, it's the kids' soccer.
That was their soccer scene. Is like they're trying to show this girl being really good at soccer. So your hands are kicking balls, right? Like go, and this is how they're trying to steal the ball like this, just a little tiny,
Mile away, not even actually coming near her, a safe distance away, in fact, but enough to be threatening, I presume.
Interesting.
It's like 10 students running around, and one person like fake kicking around.
Oh my God.
Ball. It was so good. I just caught one.
That was in the episode of Zeke
me
the
the
Plumber,
ball.
the plumbing episode that gave everybody nightmares as a kid, or almost everybody. Anybody that's seen
I can
it's a
see
little
why,
shit.
but is that show?
I want to see inside your brain.
Wait, did we talk about this on the podcast already? About the
you did.
sounds
yeah,
familiar,
I think we did because
I just don't
I remember
remember
saying
soccer being
the,
part of
the,
it at
the
all.
laws, the rules, right?
Yeah.
I remember
That's
saying
the
that.
new one. That was the one that we saw fairly recently.
Yeah. What about the laws or whatever?
Yeah, I know. What was it?
Yeah. Oh man, it was something so. The
left
rules
my
or
brain,
whatever. Yeah. It was, we got to
amazing.
change these rules. I know the rules.
I know the bylaw.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell is going on? It was so silly. So silly. Silly show. Silly show.
Interesting.
Good show. Then they eat a bunch of burgers.
Yeah, the burger boy won. Fat boy want burger.
Oh.
He got to lose weight so he could wrestle. Skinny boy got to gain weight so he could wrestle.
So they did a fat transplant?
Were you taking notes for this?
Yeah.
That sounds a little familiar.
Brandon got to gain weight so he could box. Matt and I got to lose weight so we can box.
I'm working on the Crisco.
The Crisco diet?
I'm
Crisco diet.
eating a ton of Crisco.
Lather your body in
How's that doing
Crisco.
for
The
your
punches
stomach?
slide off of you.
Amazing. Everything slides out.
Yeah.
Isn't that the problem?
No.
My office has become like a pseudo gym.
Just not in the artery
keto.
section. Everything holds it in.
Literally, the cameras are around a punching bag, and then another camera is you can, and then the other camera is just over like a barbell. So, my office has become a pseudo gym.
Yeah. Pseudo gym.
Pseudo gym.
That's a new podcast.
Oh.
We're gonna do-
pseudo gym merch.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
That's the tagline.
Sounds like a Ninja Turtle sound.
It sounds like actual joke.
Yeah.
Damn it! I should have been my dad's I was saying my dad's son, but he should have given me his name so I could be Jim and I could be like
Whoa.
I could be Pseudo Jim.
Whoa.
Too late to change my name.
Pseudo gym at the pseudo
you could
gym.
change your name at any time.
Yeah.
Pseudo gym at the pseudo gym.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could change your name at any time. It's around the block.
He
from
has
my
a
house.
shirt that has a Dr. McCoy with his classic phrase, "Damn it, Jim," but he's like at a gym and he's like ripped and he's like, "Damn." And it
See,
says,
you
"Damn
can
it,
wear
Jim."
that shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We also been watching Project Fear.
Project Fear's been great.
Fear.
Project
Me.
Fear's been very good.
Right here. I'm right here.
It's an awesome YouTube channel.
Yeah, because Destination Fear got canceled
Boo.
by Zach Bagiggi. It sounds
Boo.
like allegedly.
That's what it sounds like.
Boo.
Allegedly, Zach Bagiggi
And guess
canceled
who's
it.
not watching any of his stuff? Me.
We still watched that other one. It was
We did
it
watch
was
the
silly.
other one. It was
Adventures.
pretty stinky, though.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know.
but Destination Fear was a great show, and we talked about it a whole bunch on this podcast. And then they're like, you know what? We're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna get crowdfunded, and we're gonna do investigations and
now Zach
Make it a
Bagans
channel.
can't say anything.
Yeah.
And they even basically used a piece of equipment, which was with the spirit box. They said without saying, they're like, someone made this famous, but because we were on the Discovery, we weren't allowed to use it because that person made that piece of equipment famous.
Yeah.
Whatever. that
Yeah. So it was basically saying, hey, like,
Oh, I'm sorry. I made Pop-Tarts famous so nobody else can eat Pop-Tarts. I didn't know that's how it worked.
Yeah.
The s'mores
Yeah.
ones are tasty.
It seems.
Didn't know
were
you
you
had a
disappointed
patent
by
on it.
that? I'd be like, we can't use this just because they feel like it's associated with him.
well, that's how they did it on Destination Fear. But now they're like, all right, well, we're going to use it anyway because now we're running our own ship.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and the latest episode, they even shouted out like the ghost hunters, some YouTube ghost hunters, and then completely neglected talking about Zach Bagans too. So I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
But their new show is awesome.
Yeah.
They split up 2 episodes. Each one's like 40
Nice
minutes.
longer episodes,
Yeah.
and they're comical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So much fun.
They curse now.
Yeah, you get to see them be themselves a little
Yeah.
bit more, which is good.
Wow. It's
Yeah.
like a weight has been lifted.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Freedom. They
Yeah.
even say it in the car. They're like, freedom. YouTube freedom in the van.
Yeah, and they keep saying nothing's different. They're like, nothing's different. I'm like, it's pretty different.
Yeah, it's very different.
The way they act around each
There's
other.
no big
they don't-
camper.
And no big camper.
big
They just
camper.
own a car.
Yeah.
And then there's also no other like camera people, so it's just them, which I like
Well,
better.
there's one other camera person.
Yeah, this is one.
Oh
of them,
yeah.
One guy.
Well, but
And they
I like
show
that
him
better.
this time. They show
they
that.
did.
They showed him, yeah.
Like he's part of the.
Yeah, they showed him like one time.
And they're
Solo.
able to go to other places that are
Yeah.
not, you would say, maybe in this country.
Yeah,
They did one outside previously during
Yeah, the
Destination
once-
Fear.
Devil's Bedroom.
Yeah.
That was
That's it.
cool. But yeah, it's interesting. I'm excited to see where else they go, what else they do, and what the other people's locations are going to be. I like that they split up the sleeping and the actual investigation into two
yeah.
videos.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Because I always felt like, oh man, you're kind of cramming so much into an episode. So it's cool to see it actually separate.
Yeah. I like it better that way.
Yeah, me too.
So one more time, what is it called?
Project Fear.
And it's a YouTube show?
Yeah.
So you can watch it anytime?
Yep.
Yep.
I don't
Oh,
even
yeah.
need YouTube Red.
Nope.
Nope.
No.
It's got advertisements.
It does have
It
adverts.
does.
What most
Okay.
things do.
I keep being told I could get another trial with no ads.
Yeah. YouTube Premium.
Stop. It keeps popping up. I'm like, I said no. I said no then, and I'm gonna say no now.
I mean, it's easy to cancel it. It's nice to not have ads.
It is, honestly.
I would suggest you find a good time where
I'm
like
trying
I watch
to
a crap ton of
invest in
YouTube and-
Paramount eventually because they have a lot of movies I want to see.
What?
Paramount.
Oh, but it's a free trial, right?
Oh, you.
Yeah.
If you're being advertised a free trial, I would say just like, when am I going to watch a crap ton of YouTube and I could get my most out of
Every
it?
day.
And it's
I watch
and,
YouTube
and then just totally cancel it.
I watch YouTube every day to be.
The Apple TV Plus method.
Yes.
All right. Well, cool. Thank you for the recommendation.
No problem. It's fun.
Yeah, good stuff. Okay. I think we are now. I guess I'm on movie review news. Or movie review time. You guys saw it in new Insidious movie.
We did.
Yes. Little brother.
Little
brother.
Come on, little brother.
Little brother.
Tell me, little brother.
Tell
That's
me,
the
little
best
brother.
line in the entire movie.
Tell me, little
I mean, that's
brother.
how people talk. So what's your problem with it?
Do you dress like you're? Wait, no, you're younger.
Come on, bro. Let me know.
Do I dress like what? The answer is definitely yes.
No, I'm trying to. Do you dress your little brother? I'm sorry,
Oh.
I'm aiming and I'm like, wait a minute. Do you go little brother? Do you go little brother when you speak to Alex?
brother.
He's never called me that.
That's what I'm
Not
saying.
once.
Wow.
Wait a minute.
No.
Yeah.
Not once.
My brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my
brother,
I
my
was trying to
brother.
aim and I was like, no.
Well, you
Yeah.
could have gone sister.
Tell me, bro.
Yeah,
Bro,
but I
you
mean,
serious?
What's up, bro? What?
in
What, bro?
context of-
What?
Bro, what the fuck? Was I possessed?
I can't.
What do
even
you mean?
applaud
Dad's trying to kill us,
They're the
bro?
only one-
Who was possessed, bro?
Which one of us is possessed, bro?
Ma! Can you ask Ma who was possessed, bro?
Is it Dad? Is Dad the one that, bro?
The only thing I can say that I
You guys are
appreciated.
just talking.
The only one I could say I appreciate is how they fixed the red guy, the red and black guy. They
Yeah.
didn't make him.
Darth Maul?
Yeah, Darth Maul.
Yeah, Darth
They
Maul looked
fixed
more
Darth
menacing
Maul.
in this than the other one.
He looked more menacing. They made him more like CGI than they did like human beings.
They
in
show
the
him less.
costume.
They
Yes.
do. That's what makes him more
Which
menacing.
is nice. I go, okay, this should have been all the other movies.
He just keeps going like this. Like, ah!
Yeah.
Everybody, ah!
A little more menacing. But that's
Guys, I'm shitting myself. Stop doing that. It's too menacing for me.
This movie, in terms of the other Insidious movies, it's a long startup, I feel.
Yeah.
It took a while
took a
to get
while.
to stuff. But once it started going, it was a fun, silly movie.
Yeah. Just like the other ones. The other ones are a little more lighthearted.
I totally forgot that they had a baby in the first one because I was when the girl showed up, I was turning mad. I go, who the fuck is that? Did
it
they
took
just
me a
forget that
second
they
to
had
think
a
about
boy?
it, and I was like, oh yeah, the baby was in the first movie
Yep.
in
Forgot
the
about the
house,
baby.
and the baby was getting harassed by a ghost.
Yep.
Forgot about
I
that.
forgot that they had the girl. I thought it was just a boy, and I go, did they forget that they had another kid? Like,
That other
Yeah,
boy was
that
a
was the
terrible
one I
actor.
was reading. He looked like him. I was like, I think that's the older son.
it has to be, but bad actor.
And then he went, little brother.
Little brother,
Yeah.
brother, tell me the truth.
I thought he was a better actor than the little brother. The little
Yeah.
brother
Yeah.
seemed like he
Yeah.
was
Oh,
just
yeah,
like,
no, Little
"Ah."
Brother
yeah.
sucked.
Little
No,
Brother
I
I
think
thought
the
it was
guy,
bad.
I think the main guy was good.
Is that main actor who played the older son the actual kid
Oh,
from
yeah.
the first one?
Yeah,
I go,
that's the
yeah,
one.
because he looks like him. That's why I was like, Is that did they just replace him or no?
He did a solid job.
He did do a good job for like a horror movie. I like that.
Especially when he's like in the further and freaking out. Like he portrays that well.
Except when he went directly to that girl's room.
Oh man, that was
That's just the writing, bro. That's the writing.
that doctor where he's like, you can learn a lot from kids.
Here's a hypothetical, right?
Yeah.
Kyle, you just found out you can leave your body and walk out of your body when you're in sleep world, and you can actually affect the world around you, right? But you're at college. What's the first thing you do?
I'm in college.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, I'm totally gonna like walk in the girls' room and watch them like change and stuff.
Correct answer. Sneak into the only girl you know on college's room. Sneak into her room.
Yeah. Not just stand
Immediately.
there.
Touch her instruments.
Yep.
If
Not
it was
her,
me, I would
like
have
an
broken into the
actual
cafeteria and took food.
Of course.
She plays the most oddest,
Wait, would you be able to eat them?
instrument that's
I
actually
would
a real
have it
instrument.
for when I wake up. The burger would plop down on the ground. I'd be like, "Oh my god, a burger!
She
My
plays,
dream burger."
she plays the most oddest instrument too. Like out of all the instruments they could have choose.
You know what that is? A melodica.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
this is what happens in the movie?
Yeah, he's...
Yeah.
Oh,
And then she's like, "You want to blow my tutor?"
You want to blow? Yeah,
Yeah.
They make it being like, you want to blow my
American Pie?
Yeah, might as well have that. There's certain things like the boy in the college
puking
dorm.
boy?
I go, what? They didn't even explain like what happened.
You assume,
Yeah.
especially from all the other college stories about the hazing and the drinking and whatnot and the murder.
He was like, close the door, and then he went back into the wall. Close the
Alcohol
door.
intoxication. He was puking the whole time.
I like the paint concept, like that he painted, and then like I like that concept
was the
that
one
that
thing
was
that
what was
confused
bringing
me.
him.
Was that the painting became the thing. Because I was like, I don't remember the further working like that, where it's like a thought become things
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
When
It was
he-
really
Usually
sleep.
existed.
Yeah.
So in the further, it's confirmed the further is also time travel, right?
Yeah,
That's
because those times were overlapping.
I thought that.
Off in the past.
I thought that was really fucking cool.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
That was neat.
I didn't think
Yeah,
about that.
because they affect the time like back and forth, and it happens in the second movie where they like actually affect the whole
So it's
time.
like Interstellar.
Yeah, but what's cool is that in this one he actually sees himself from the first movie, and that helps him. Like, but what I thought was interesting is for a movie that's consistently about like close the door, they don't put an emphasis on the fact that when the door was open or the fact that it was left open. They're kind of just like,
the
yeah,
first seemed like it was
They could've
kinda
just showed
close
him
when they went
walking
into
out.
that spot.
yeah,
They should have shown him walking out with the kid again
yeah.
and showing that the door was left open, and then you see hands. Like you should have saw like hands coming
'Cause
out, so you
that-
could be like the
They
door's
should have
open.
brought some crazy glue. They should have brought some Gorilla Glue.
They should have
and
brought some
Gorilla
popsicle
Tape.
sticks. They
That
should have made a
would-
wooden house
yeah.
with the popsicle sticks. They should have done arts and crafts. They should have closed the door
Nail
with the arts
gun.
and crafts.
His
Nail
teacher
gun.
fucking sucked.
Yeah.
The teacher
But-
sucked.
So yeah, because when the emphasis on the door, but they don't really show them going through the door much at all.
No, they just kind of like teleport in there. it
Yeah,
seemed
they're
like.
already in like the door
Yeah.
world.
Yeah, that was weird.
And I was like, oh, like it's
But I
about
thought
the
they
red
had to
door.
walk in
Like,
that.
shouldn't they? Like, yeah, like
In the first one, they said you can like go outside of your body and not go through those doors and like just innocently fly in the sky.
Yeah.
Now it's just like no, the door's open. You literally can't go anywhere but.
yeah. That's
Yeah,
kind of how it was. I
weird.
think.
That demon's also kind of weird because it had everything involving that kid as puppets.
Tiptoe.
Yeah, I thought that was cool though. I thought that
I was like,
that area looked neat. Where it's like,
was
oh,
cool.
it's like
Does that mean he's
once again
stalking
all
him?
time.
Yeah, essentially, it's like,
He's
why has he got
stalking
some
him.
obsession about this kid when there's other people that are probably like astral projecting?
yeah, it was like his
Why
demon.
not feed on anybody else?
Just like the dad had, the only demon the dad had was that old
The
woman.
old lady.
And she didn't even show up, but it's
I
fine.
love they brought back the
That
pictures.
was a man.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, I didn't watch that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love they brought back
Didn't
the
know that.
pictures
Didn't know
where
that.
all the
Sorry,
weird creepy.
spoiler.
Wait,
Sorry, we didn't
Wait,
watch.
you watched the
we
fifth
watched the
one.
first
That's-
one, and that was it. And we walked into this one being like, I understand.
Yeah, we watched the first one.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
We didn't watch all the other ones.
Oh, the other one. You
We
gotta
watched the
watch
first
other
one,
ones.
and then we were
Yeah,
like,
they're
all
actually
right.
The second one is tied in with this movie too.
Directly.
I know he
so
was
wait, how do you
possessed.
what?
Then
Wait, how
the
do we
third
what?
and the fourth are different.
We know. I know he was possessed, and that's. We watched a summary from.
How does this movie make sense to you?
we
Because
watched a
the whole
summary.
second movie is like the big emphasis of this one.
We saw like a summary of like all the other movies.
Yeah. From what we got out of that summary was that we already knew from the end of the first one he was possessed.
Yeah.
So in the second one, it's just like he's possessed, and then we figure out about the demon that he has or whatever, and then
He tries to kill him from this movie. They flash back about that.
and then I don't remember if they said anything else really about it. Was there more to it than that though?
I think the second movie's got a lot to it. Yeah.
Yeah, the second one's pretty involved.
All right.
And
Did
then
they
like
mention the dad at all? Because
The dad is like a huge part of the second one, especially that whole fight scene that they go in the basement. That's like a
But they
huge plot
flashback
point.
too?
Yeah, that flashback is a huge point of
I
the
wonder,
second
like,
movie.
if you didn't watch
I meant like
this
his
is like-
dad.
Oh, his dad? No, they don't
no.
touch upon him at all. He's just gone.
He's gonna be the new movie.
Yeah, I think the new movie's going to be a
About his
prequel. It'll
dad.
be about the dad
Yeah.
because they hired a young actor to be the dad.
Yeah.
They did. That's true. That's
So it's
true.
like, time to go back.
See what you
And they
doing
kept
there.
zooming in on the mom's face, so they're like, all right, they're making a new movie with a younger version.
But they said this is the last one, so we'll see.
But the door at the end had a little light on.
Yeah,
door did have
it was
a-
Spoiler alert.
I literally said in service. This door's still in service.
Yeah, wait. I saw. Okay. So he painted it black. That somehow locked it.
I don't understand that myself. They didn't do anything like that in the other movies. But
Yeah.
presumably, yes. Now that the color red is gone, the door is technically closed for a bit until somebody gets some paint thinner, brushes off that black paint.
Everyone knows demons can't punch through
Black.
paint.
Also, when he was painting, I was like, why are you painting with a brush? You just like paint over and close it. Your dad's about to die.
Take the fucking bucket.
Yeah, splash
just
it
throw
on.
the black. Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Why are you slowly painting this with a paintbrush?
Because he had to specifically brush it on or something weird. Yeah, I know. Why didn't he just use his hands or
Yeah.
a paint roller?
They-
I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine.
They were acting like him painting the door is what opened the door, but they left the door,
The door was open already.
Yeah,
That's
so-
the thing that's
so that
kind
wa-
of confusing.
Yeah, that
I
was my
wonder
question
if
too.
If it was like when he was painting, he got into such a state that it was almost like a meditative state, where like it was almost like he was able to astral project that way also.
No, he was digging
Like,
deep
you know,
into
when
his
he sat-
subconscious.
you know
Yeah.
when he sat into the corner of the wall and he was just like, all right, now meditate and now meditate. I'm reenacting.
I know, but they need to.
You make you.
Take the microphone with you and lean back. There you go.
I can't.
Oh.
So when he's reenacting, he's leaning against the wall and he like meditates and goes into. I wonder if that they're trying to infer that he got so tired, and like that's like relaxing to him that
That's
he.
because
Whatever.
that teacher, that artist
I wonder if they were
is a hypnotist.
reenacting. They were
Yeah,
reenacting that how he was hypnotized. I wonder if that's the way to undo the hypnotizing.
My question is, if the door has been open this whole time, why 9 years nothing happening until now?
Because they forgot
Because you
about
had
it.
Wasn't
to
astral
remember.
projecting.
Yeah,
he
literally.
wasn't actually
And he
projecting
didn't
at that time,
remember
but
that
it's
he was doing it.
But
But
He
it's
didn't
so
remember
weird
them.
that he would, now later on, there's starting to be like, my brain is fuzzy 9 years later.
Yeah.
And now,
okay.
Okay. All right. It sounded like
scared the
someone was
shit out
dying
of
upstairs.
But so
9 years later, now there's this thing that comes up that they don't remember anything. People are digging into it, or at least the father seems like tortured or tormented by it, that it tore up his entire family.
it tore up his life.
Yeah, he's digging into it. I don't know how it's an MRI helped him astral projector open
Yeah,
something up.
He
that
fell
makes
asleep. They said he like kind of fell asleep during it.
But even with that, an MRI shouldn't undo hypnotism.
Yeah.
I think it's because
The
the
sun did
sun
it.
reopened.
yeah,
The wound.
Yes. And
that's
like,
why when
so
he
what?
did
Move
it, he
on.
flinched. Do you remember when he opened the thing? He kind of like flinched, like he was in pain.
yeah, but
During that, they both at the same time. The dad flinched, like he felt
But
him do something.
what I think is weird now that you just brought it up
Like you
too,
went,
just because you forget it doesn't mean you're not going to astral project. It just
Yeah.
means that you're
Yeah.
going to go back to astral projecting like you used to, flying around all fun.
But you're gonna forget the door.
But it
Right?
seems
You're gonna
like
forget
they
the
should be-
door.
They
Yeah.
should be learning everything. Like,
But the door's open.
I feel like they would have astral projected maybe a couple of months later,
Yeah.
and then they would have been like, "Oh, I've never done this before."
Yeah.
Yeah, and so
That's
Or I guess
weird.
they would still know astral projecting because they were astral projecting before that year.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nah,
not-
wait a second.
not only that, but in the beginning we see the dad walking up behind the car, but that's before anything happened.
It was warning. Because he knew it was going to happen. Because
And that
everything
guy-
happens at the same time in the
That
further.
hypnotist knew he was gonna be in trouble, so like you said, he just yeeted out of the film at that
was
cemetery.
That was, yeah. He literally ran out of the movie. Just,
Yeah, he's like,
He was like, I remember you. And he goes, no, you don't.
Oh, what? I didn't hypnotize anybody.
yeah.
yeah.
I wonder. I now that you talk about it, I didn't realize that was the dad in the back of the window, in the cemetery walking.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, all right, that makes sense. They're in the cemetery. They're probably near a plot where, like, well, no. What? Wait a minute. I found a plot hole. If his dad died, where did they bury him? Not in the cemetery where the mom was buried?
Well, they could move.
Yeah.
Ghosts can move.
No, I meant like if they're burying the mom, wouldn't the mom want to be buried with her the husband?
On top,
The husband
Yeah.
that
same
she
plot.
had to
That
tell
she
everybody
didn't know
was...
that was
I don't
dead
know.
or
I don't
ran
think she
away?
cared that much about him.
Yeah, that's why I was like, first of
Yeah.
all, it made me hate almost except the college girl. Made me hate almost every girl in this movie.
Whoa.
The mom abandoned the dad at his lowest,
Yeah.
and then as soon as he got better, she's like, maybe you could have dinner with us.
Yeah.
And then the mom didn't made him
Set up the
believe.
funeral.
Yeah, that's true. She did set
Yeah,
up.
she
for-
did.
And who knows? We don't have enough of the in between.
And he was so foggy, he couldn't remember something from 2 seconds ago.
Oh my god.
So-
the memory game.
Also,
yeah. And if somebody was that explosive with me, I would want to be as avoidant
Yeah.
True.
towards them
Also,
as possible.
And be
the
like,
mom is the villain of this whole movie franchise.
She seemed pleasant.
She
was fine. She did her own thing.
knew like
Which mom? You talking about?
Yeah,
the-
she
no
she
the
did well.
mom, the guy's mom, the one who told him his dad ran away and didn't give a fuck about him.
but she
and he
cared a
died.
lot about him, and she did a lot for him
know.
across the
Yeah.
movies.
But it's like
Yeah.
it's like I don't know.
she
It's
brought
like
in the
telling him-
psychic lady.
Yeah.
It's like telling him his dad ran away and didn't care about him instead of when the conflict happened saying, hey, this is what actually happened to your dad. No, she kept it a secret until she died. And then it came out. Like she waited until she died for that secret. She was buried with that secret until he found the box.
That's why your painting or drawing looked like she was hiding something.
Yeah,
the
that's
whole
why I was
time.
like, she has a secret. Yeah, because she's a mom.
No,
No, I
the
think
kid feel-
she got him
Look
out
how
of.
damaged that kid was because his dad like disappeared. Like, look how damaged
Your dad, how do you want him to tell her?
Yeah.
Hey, your dad
Your dad
had
died.
psychosis
How
and
about-
was
how about
astral projecting, and he jumped off a building and he left a note saying it ends with me, and now you're experiencing it.
How about this? Your dad died. Your dad died when you were younger.
Yeah.
So it
That's
doesn't
so
feel
rough.
like your dad
Yeah.
abandoned you on purpose.
Yeah, your dad killed himself. He didn't want to be involved in your life
No,
that bad.
I wouldn't say that he like killed himself. I'd say
But then
like,
you're
your
hiding
dad
a
died.
secret.
Your dad died, so it didn't make it look like your dad just chose to leave you
I'd
because
be
on
like,
purpose.
your dad is very sick. He's been in the hospital. Unfortunately, he passed away
passed
because
away.
of sickness.
He's
Thank
in the
you.
hospital.
Because of
I
sickness.
just got a call. He's dead.
Some mental sickness.
He was sick and he
So hear the
died.
ringtone.
I go. If you go, he was in the hospital.
I've done stuff like
he was
that.
sick. Technically,
They're
he's
like, "Yeah, they
sick.
said no.
You could go, oh, hey, your dad is sick. Technically, he is sick, like mentally sick. And he died. You wouldn't be lying. You just wouldn't be saying
Yeah.
how he
Yeah,
died.
there's definitely better ways
There's
to.
better
Well,
ways
you're
to
still
do it.
hiding
through it.
secrets regardless,
Yeah.
unless you literally
But
tell
you're
him
not
exactly how it
hiding- you're
happened.
not hiding the hugest secret that your dad's actually
Yeah.
dead.
So wait, she told him that the dad abandoned them?
Yes.
That's
She
kind
said
of
the dad
bad.
walked
That's
out
kind of messed
on them.
up. That's
That's
not
why I
even
was
close to the truth, though.
Yeah, but he killed himself for you.
Yeah, but you don't have to say that either.
But then you're still hiding stuff.
yeah, but you're hiding something that doesn't affect the child.
I would rather be told, hey, your dad left, than, hey, your dad killed himself because he
Again.
thought that you were going to be going into the further and he wanted to end everything with this weird spiritual
No.
connection. I'd be like,
Wait.
What's that, Bobby?
There's only two extremes: either
the
tell
truth
the full
or a
truth,
lie.
or just a straight.
There's no gray area.
There's no gray.
There's no gray.
No.
You can't just
You're
say
either
that
lying
died.
or you're telling the truth.
Okay, gotcha.
How do you want to, what would be the exact way that she says it?
Your dad died. Boom, done. That's it. You don't need any
the
other
bandage
details.
off.
Okay, your dad abandoned you.
Okay.
Boom, it's the same thing.
But
But
then-
one way affects
but
the
if-
kid, and then the other way.
To be fair, he could have Googled it anyway.
True.
He could have just kept Googling.
Apparently.
Did he not know his
He
dad's
didn't have
name?
Google back then.
But he has it now.
I mean, it wasn't exactly
trust your
Google.
mom.
They went into like public
archives.
records.
Yeah.
How about this? You trust your mom.
Yeah, but
That
you Google
believe
his
your
name,
mom.
you would have found it.
But no,
Probably.
if you believe your mom, you're gonna go, "Oh, he abandoned me. He doesn't even want to see me."
Yeah, but then you
Yeah,
look for
that's,
him.
that's
I
still
trusted
worse.
my mom.
That's worse than.
And I trusted her word that he ran away.
You know what?
And he's an older person, so he'd be like, "What is Google?"
Well, yeah, that's worse for two
is
reasons.
Google?
One is because at first it's like, oh, okay, my dad didn't even love me, which if you just said he died, you wouldn't have that problem.
Yeah.
The second reason is if he went looking for his dad and found out that dad was dead,
Your dad abandoned his life.
I didn't.
better. Better.
What I wonder is why didn't the mom remarry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she loved him.
Maybe she was a psycho.
They should have
Yeah.
stinky
Why are you
poo-poo.
making faces like that?
What?
Like
Why?
you can love somebody until you die and not want to get married?
Yeah,
to
but you
somebody
could
else?
still get remarried.
It's
You
true
don't have to
love.
love that person any
It's a
more than you
movie.
love the other person. You
Maybe
can love
she
them
did get
less,
remarried.
In fact. As long as you're not alone.
I actually don't believe this woman. Maybe she has another family. She lied about the dad dying. She might have a whole nother family.
If they want to make a sequel, they can.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
that
can.
secret family.
They can make a secret family.
Secret projection.
Secrets are no fun unless you share with everyone. That was the moral of the story.
Wow.
I was gonna say
I think the moral of the story was so stupid because they're like, and that's why you shouldn't dig things down and forget things. I'm like, nah, bro, if you forgot everything, none of this would have happened. She brought you into that psychosis to bring out that shit.
Yep.
She didn't do that and you kept it forgotten. Everybody would
You
be
would've
fine.
yeah.
But why wouldn't they hypnotize the mom, the brother, like all of them? Now, why just the two people? So
They couldn't afford
so the torture.
How much
so
per
the
hypnotist?
so the other child being tortured by the memories of this incident happening doesn't matter because there's one kid.
Memories.
Memories. He goes, I've been having this nightmare for our kids were terrorized. I go, yeah, well, you could have afforded them to be hypnotized too.
I love that one kid's having that nightmare for his whole life and you're just like, stop it. That was a dream.
yeah.
That never happened when I was there. That kid was
Yeah.
old enough to remember that. I'm confused.
But our basement's all
That
fucked
kid
up.
should have been able to remember his dad coming down with a hammer.
Yeah.
He was mad old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, does your big brother talk about this? Your dad trying to kill us? No, so it didn't happen.
Big brother. Do you remember this?
Little brother, I do not.
The basement's all fucked up. His blood's on the floor.
Yeah.
The doctor that comes to your house every weekend's like, yeah, that happened.
I don't remember that.
I like how they added the infomercial about those two guys doing like
Oh, the
their
YouTube
own,
channel?
Their YouTube
Yeah.
channel.
Yeah, that was funny.
That's why I was like,
funny.
okay, we see where they are now, but they're really
wait,
old.
what?
I wish they showed more about them. I'm sad that
I
they didn't bring them in
know. I
because
know.
they're probably the best part of the
You
movie.
They
don't know?
are.
Not yet.
Yeah. Realizing this too, maybe it should be, Daddy, did you choke out some white bitch in our living room and kill her?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Like,
Some delightful, pleasant old lady with a heart of gold.
yeah, did you
know-
strangle her to
And her
death?
showing up
It
at the
was
end.
man, woman, lady, man.
Yeah, still.
Technically, her showing up at the end, where I was like, he killed you. Why would this be the person you choose your lifeline on?
Because it wasn't
Hey, I
him.
think I remember you.
It actually
Yeah, that was
physically
it.
was, but it wasn't his actual spirit. It was him who killed her.
Yeah, but wasn't- so
his
wasn't it?
body killed her.
Okay.
Okay.
It was his face. That's what they say in the movie, remember? It was his face.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, because they're like,
Because it's in the second one.
no, they say it in this movie.
Okay.
They say it in this movie when
was
she's
his
talking to the
face.
kid, because he's like, so you had to hide all this secret? He goes, yeah, well, even if you were possessed, it was your face.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I do remember that now.
Yeah.
Poor guy, bro.
So, yeah.
Are we not going to talk about how the door opened in his mom's room? We're just not going to. And then he found the secret. I go, was that his mom
Yeah.
being like, now that I'm dead, I can't get blamed for this.
That's what it sounds like.
And you think his dad showing up as a ghost would just be like
There
if
you go. Not like attacking
Wouldn't
you
it
running
make
through the
more
window.
sense if his
Yeah.
mom showed up
because
instead of
even
his dad?
the other lady shows up and she's like,
Pleasant.
hey,
Yeah.
this, and the dad's like, fuck you.
I'm gonna attack you.
Rah!
Yeah.
Look in the closet. Get the box.
Yeah.
Just be like, son, it's me, your father.
Yes.
I'm dead, and my box is in there. Find out everything.
Yeah, exactly.
His head was messed up too.
Yeah,
They
he
didn't
had
even
like
talk
an
about that.
accident from
He had,
a
like-
fall that he had.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Mm.
Yeah,
Until he
jumped
was
off.
blessed at the end and
Yeah.
turned into a lamp.
Yep.
Yes.
Transformers. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Kyle. This movie also has a Patronus. A grandpa turns into a lamp.
That's
Yes,
nice.
That's right.
I mean,
Harry Potter.
that's my
ties in.
Patronus. Yeah.
Ties in with the Harry Potter universe.
My grandpa made lamps, so it's very sentimental.
Whoa.
I'll probably watch that part and cry.
Yeah.
That's sad. Everybody will be like,
Something for everyone.
I like how that song that they have at the after credits was one of my favorite bands, Ghost. They had the Phantom of the Opera. I thought it was very funny that they had the guy from Phantom of the Opera singing that song.
Which guy?
It's Phantom. The gentle part of that song is the guy from Phantom of the Opera Broadway play.
Which run? Like the original run?
No, the song at the end, the after credit song.
No, which Phantom?
Hey,
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
He's one of them.
the cast man.
Yeah.
Tony's like, I like his voice a lot better. I go, nobody's asking you, but okay.
I like this
I
one.
love
The other
I like
Ghost
it.
guys
Got a neat voice. In your own world.
So good. He paints his face like a ghost and
A
different
skeleton
characters,
That's cool.
like a priest and stuff. But it's fine. Yeah, it's good. Anyway.
But he's just the singer, right? The guy who
No,
actually...
the guy who writes the music is like the guitarist or one of the.
Yeah, that's what I'm
members.
saying, like, he's
it's
a
not
different
the
guy.
lead singer.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways,
Good movie.
Oh, I was like, what was the takeaway?
Movie
Holes
good.
Movie good.
Plot
Leave brain
holes,
door.
Yeah, leave
Definitely. Yeah.
Brain door.
I think so.
leave brain door open.
Brain door.
When
No,
go see
leave
movie.
brain door closed.
Close the door. Door closed when go see movie.
Yeah, opposite of hold door.
Opposite
It's
hold door.
Closed door.
Close the door.
Close the door.
Close the door.
Oh, good old Clodor.
Closed door.
Okay. It sounds like this
More of the
movie
stories. Don't
franchise
forget to close the door and lock
hasn't
it.
had a stinker yet, right?
Not really. This one I feel like may have been the weaker of the 5, but I
not-
still enjoyed it.
Yeah, but still enjoyable. Not legally not stink.
I think some people would say they're all stinkers, but I think
They make a
they're
lot
They're
of money.
consistently fun, and I
yeah,
enjoyed them.
yeah. But
You know
I
what
think
it
they're
is?
fun.
They're low budget, high money grossing movies.
Yeah.
They literally their first movie was like made for like $10,000. They made 100 something. They make a ton of money.
Millions, like-
People, I don't understand anyone who watches this movie for like actual horror though, because like I'm laughing
Yeah, the whole
It was
time.
funny.
loudly.
Yeah, it was funny,
next
yeah.
to
That
time.
was extra funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's some scenes where I think I chuckled and then I immediately heard a whole bunch of other people laugh.
The people next to me were having a great time. We were all chuckling.
Yeah,
like
that's
little
good.
turkeys. Like,
Yeah, I kept.
We made eye contact a few times.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, what the hell is that? So,
All right, good deal.
yeah.
All right, so I think now we're just on to trailer related stuff. This Twisted Metal.
Twisted Metal.
oh my god.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
No.
Did anybody else see it? You
We saw the trailer.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Was it during
I
the
saw it
movie
with
too?
you.
What?
No, I don't
No,
think
yeah,
so.
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Just a reminder.
Dang, I swear I had. But
I'm not
now,
even in like aware of like the prior incarnations of Twisted Metal, so I'm like, I don't know. You guys have like a connection to this, right?
Usually video game.
Yeah.
No, that's
Yeah,
what it is.
Yeah, PlayStation 1.
Yes. Drive around, shooty,
Just that's
shooty,
my
bang,
problem.
bang.
Yeah, yeah.
Destruction Derby.
Yeah, yeah.
GTA.
It's like a mode in GTA
When's
where you're
that
in the
movie
car and
coming
blowing
out?
shit up. Yeah, that'd be so funny.
Oh, GTA movie.
I'm surprised that hasn't been. But yeah, I don't know. I like the games. I played Twisted Metal Black. I played Twisted Metal on the PS3. I played Twisted Metal 1 at like Dan's house, like growing up. So I have a appreciation for the series, and a lot of the times it's like, ooh, Granty Wishy and Callisto and all this other stuff, and Needles Kane is Sweet Tooth and etc. So I'm interested in seeing how the show does it. It's taking like one of the lesser or like I guess sillier characters and turning him into like a more jokey Anthony Mackie copy paste.
Yeah.
So I'm interested in seeing. I hope it's good.
Yeah. It looks like a fun ride. It's the same people that did Deadpool and yeah, I didn't even notice I did that. Same people did Deadpool, right? Yeah, so should be a fun extravaganza. Yeah.
I think so. That'll probably be like okay.
Yeah. It probably won't be Deadpool level, but
Is this like Peacock or something?
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Hell yeah, son.
Fuck yeah. Everyone knows those Peacock originals like.
Twisted Metal.
I watched The Resort, but that was it.
Yeah, like that.
That's all I got.
Like those two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Office
And we
moved
definitely-
to Peacock.
Yeah, like The Office.
Like The Office.
Moved.
Peacock original.
Peacock
Original. Peacock
Yeah, all
original.
those extra
Yeah, yeah.
It's like
scenes.
The Office
Yeah.
moved to Peacock. That's-
Why don't they just have a talking peacock show like they have the emu? With the
Well, now you're giving them
insurance commercial.
ideas.
Yeah, I know. That one's a free one, Peacock.
Here's a penny.
The chocolate.
What if a peacock peed on a penis?
Whoa.
That would be the best show ever. The Peacock peeing penis hour.
Peacock peas on cock.
A whole hour of it.
Peacocks could have prostate issues too.
Yeah, that would be the best show. I'd watch it every week.
Well, now we know what they got to put on the air for you to buy their streaming service.
And every week it's a different penis.
How do we sign up?
Peacock the same.
You'd be real shitty if it was. I saw that one in episode 3.
that one's the same one. Don't give me that shit. This is a repeat.
Yes, this is
A repeat.
I'm gonna cancel my service over this shit.
Yeah, I don't settle for repeat.
Yeah. You took the piss out of it.
Oh,
Right out of it.
Tony, were you gonna say something?
No, I was just gonna. I don't remember if it was Peacock related now, but but back to Twisted Metal. Yeah, it looks fun. I'm excited to see how they do like all the other cars and stuff like that. Like we saw the cop guy and Sweet Tooth and stuff. So should be fun. Yeah.
Totally.
There's a Willy Wonka trailer that came out.
Wonka.
Oh,
Mention
Timothy
Willy Wonka.
Chalamet, who
And-
can't say anything about the show right now.
Yeah.
It's a show. I thought it was a movie.
No, it's a movie, yeah.
It's a movie.
Oh,
It's
can't
like
say anything about the movie.
A
before
prequel.
Willy Wonka was Willy Wonka.
What?
yeah. It's like an origin story.
It's an origin story of Willy Wonka. Even though they should have cast the guy
peaches
from
in
The
it.
Bear because he looks exactly like the original Willy Wonka. You know what I'm talking about.
Sure, he's got that hair.
He has the nose.
Gene Wilder?
Let me show you. I'm gonna dig in deep and show a picture.
The guy in the most popular show right now.
Yeah, The Bear. Yeah, it actually got rated like a 10, right? That show.
What?
I tried watching the
show?
first episode of The Bear. It's
The
another,
Bear.
It's another Hulu show, but it's like
Bear.
very like critically well
His
received.
name is Jeremy
well-received.
Allen White. That's his. That's like his
But
name.
I watched the first episode, and it was just people screaming at each other in the kitchen, like
Oh.
a restaurant kitchen. I was just like, glad this speaks to people.
Where are the bears?
No, he dreams of a bear for some reason,
Oh.
and I don't know.
Okay.
And there wasn't enough bear still. It wasn't doing enough cocaine for me. 'Cause
Gotcha.
if they're working in a kitchen and there's a bear, there should be cocaine.
Nothing John Mulaney would
funny.
eat.
But they said that they should have cast
Oh,
him
wow.
as the thing.
I like how
what the
I
hell?
like how they use like old Gene Wilder as an example.
Yeah.
They're not
Yeah, yeah.
using
I
like
mean, they have a ton of other.
Willy Wonka Gene Wilder.
They have a ton of like.
Well, I
Why don't they use him when he's
Yeah, they said
That's
why don't
crazy.
they use him now?
But this is
Yeah.
not. This is
Modern
not a
Willy
prequel
Wonka.
to that specific version of him,
Oh,
right?
is this Johnny
It's
Depp?
just no.
No,
I-
just
Johnny Depp's is the
general.
stinkiest-
I know, but
generalized.
people really like fans wanted it to be him, but
Oh, ew.
yeah.
Well, I remember back in the day
But
before
he's doing
Johnny
the bear.
Depp got casted, they were considering Marilyn Manson as Willy Wonka.
Whoa! What the?
I'm
that
glad
was
they
crazy.
didn't.
I wish they did. It probably would have been a much more fascinating
Directed
movie.
by Tim Burton.
It was the Tim Burton movie,
Yeah.
wasn't it? That
It
Charlie
was
and
a
the
Tim
Chocolate
Burton.
Factory?
Yeah.
I see the vision.
Everything
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
this room is,
That's why
is
they
edible,
made
kids.
us.
That would be
Even me.
nice.
But that would be considered cannibalism in several different
Instead, they
countries.
chose Jeffree Star.
Yeah.
Yeah, might as well.
Poor Jeffree Star.
Probably
Not
would've been
appreciated for that role.
Yeah, but they have that, and they show the how he found the Oompa Loompas. And
That
it's
was
what's his
Stinky and the
face?
Charlie
I have
and the
no
Chocolate
clue.
Factory.
No, I'll show you.
I was like, they were under a bridge.
And it was all the same guy.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
That was also
What
bad.
is the name of that movie? It's
Charlie and the
Wonka.
Chocolate Factory.
Yeah.
No, it's Wonka or something
Wonka.
like that.
The new one
Wonderful
is
World of Wonka.
Yeah, it's like Wonka, the new one.
the new one's Wonka.
It's just
Wonka?
Wonka. yeah.
Wonka.
Wonka.
Yeah.
Because that's why I'm gonna go to theater. 2 tickets to Wonka.
And the
I
movie's
Wonka,
gonna be
you
Also, people were
Wonka.
complaining that he stole his outfit from the Christmas Carol.
Oh.
He stole his outfit from the Christmas Carol.
Wow.
It does look just
Totally
like that.
insane,
Gonzo.
but I was
Yeah.
trying to find
It's a fucking
hold on.
Gonzo ripoff.
The actor.
I don't
That's
understand
pretty
the tone of the movie if it's supposed to be like sillier because they have like
don't
goofs and
know.
gaffs in it.
I don't know.
That's the best thing about the first one. The second one, not so
forgot
much.
his
Charlie
name,
and the
but
Chocolate
he-
Factory, they should have did the glass elevator, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
See a picture of him.
Blast off.
This is just one of those movies where it's like, who was like, yes, more Wonka?
I know.
I love
that's
Willy
the-
Wonka, but apparently that guy is kind of like, not okay to be having his works.
Timothy Chalamet.
No, not Timothy Chalamet, the man that wrote the Willy
Oh.
Wonka, because he's a bad man.
Oh,
Is he really?
Yeah.
Yeah, history doesn't
Separate
look
art from
kindly on
artist.
him.
Yeah.
That's majority of these stories, though, like Alice
all the
in
works?
Wonderland and stuff. Yeah,
Well,
weren't the
what about
greatest
Disney in
people.
general, right? Walt Disney.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you name it. Essentially.
Yeah, exactly.
Name someone who isn't like that.
Exactly, yeah.
Pseudo
Lewis.
adults.
I'm trying to find a picture of that specific Oompa Loompa they have in the
Choompa
trailer,
Loompa.
and I'm having.
Oh, they already released
There's an
the
Oompa Loompa in the
They have
trailer?
him in the trailer, and he's dancing in this jar thing. He was like, "Once you get me started, I can't
The
stop."
dances we were doing.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Another hit and a hit after hit, yeah.
I can't. His name.
Hugh Grant.
Hugh Grant.
It's right
and
there.
Oompa Loompa.
Wait, what?
No, that's not him.
Oh,
That's
God.
not him. But
Hugh
they
Grant's
actually
gonna be
have
an
him.
Oompa Loompa?
Yeah.
But it's
He's an
just-
Oompa. Yeah, it's Hugh Grant, but I didn't want to find the picture of him as an Oompa Loompa.
Oh, bloody
They better
hell,
be
I'm
orange,
an Oompa
otherwise I'm
Loompa.
gonna scream.
No, they are orange.
Thank
Wait,
God.
why you sound disappointed that they're orange?
No, it's just
Because
I don't
in
know.
the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, they weren't orange, and that was the other upsetting thing.
Yeah.
And they were all the same man. Wow, that's awesome. He makes a perfect
oh
Oompa
yeah.
Loompa.
Oh my god. Why does it look so CGI?
Because he is.
Because
he is?
they make
Yeah,
him
why?
small because
because
they're
he's like even smaller than like the
regular
regular
Oompa Loompas.
Loompas.
He's like
He's
this
like
at
this?
most.
What?
Oh, that's
He's
bigger
like
than
a little toddler.
what I saw.
Oh, all right. Well,
He's
that
tiny.
sounds accurate.
He fits in a jar. He fits in like those bell
Oh, a
jars.
jar.
Yeah.
In a tarantula tank.
You know, like those bell jars. He fits in like one of those.
Thank God, finally.
Yeah, you finally got your
after my own
cheetah
heart.
machine.
And he's like, "Please don't dance.
origin of the
Please
machine.
don't dance." And he goes, "I can't stop. Once you start me now, I'm done. I'm gonna start singing." And he's like, "Oh my god."
You're a modern day Willy Wonka.
Yeah, you are.
I think so.
I like to think of myself that way. Maybe a little more aggressive in my approach
Shrunken people to
towards,
work. Yeah.
towards getting my end results. But you know what?
By all
And
means.
nobody's died yet, so I think the magic.
Yeah.
I think there's magic in the mix.
You think there's magic when you get eaten by a spider?
No, it's just a scare.
Oh,
Prepare to be
they,
scared.
they don't actually get eaten.
No.
So how does a spider get his food?
I feed him, not humans.
Oh, what do you feed the
Oompa
spider?
Loompas. Which could be considered
But
naked
it gets
Oompa Loompas.
expensive. That's why I need the perpetual Cheeto machine.
So you're using the Cheetos of the machine to feed a spider who's making sure that people are making Cheetos for the machine.
Making it an extra perpetual Cheeto machine.
Extra perpetual. It sounds like something out of Wonka.
And speaking of the things that people are asking for to come back, I don't know if we talked about ourselves. I don't know if it was mentioned on this podcast, but F-Boy Island is returning.
Yeah.
Yes! Thank God!
It's saved by the CW. It's
It was saved by CW.
Yes, it was.
CW show?
Channels, it's like CW.
Season
I
3
need
is gonna be on
something that I need
CW.
to be known for. That's probably what they're doing.
we gotta get the app.
yeah. We've lost the Berlanti-verse, bringing in the F-Boys.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, that
they're
thing
like,
doesn't
we're
need
gonna be a
scripting."
reality TV
Yeah.
show channel now.
They got their actors and their script is ad lib, so.
True.
It's cheaper.
Oh, you
That's
can't
why
ad
they do
lib
it.
though. That's part of the writer's strike.
Yeah, that's true.
Can't ad lib so they can't talk at all.
Can't ad lib. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, who wants that? Wait, who doesn't want ad-libbing? I mean, the studios?
No, right now you can't ad lib during the writer's strike.
So then how are they
Oh,
doing
yeah.
reality
So-
TV if you can't speak off the top of your head?
Oh, that's reality television. I think
That's
that's
not actual. Like they're not.
I don't know. That's straddling the line there
Yeah.
because it's not. Reality TV, as we all know, is not really reality
probably one of
TV.
those-
But first of all, then there would be
true,
no
I don't know.
host
Maybe.
because the host is
that's
actually scripted.
true.
So you would have to go. Okay,
Oh,
ad lib.
sweet. MILF Matter doesn't have to get canceled. There's no host for that shit.
But they can't read those
There is
texts.
The phone? Yeah, they can't
Yeah, they can't read
those
the texts.
Well, they're not actors.
Technically, they're in a world where they're acting
getting
beyond their
paid.
regular life.
Yeah,
Are they getting
it's-
paid?
I get it. I guess
Like-
it depends if they're in a union or not, right? So
True.
that's all it comes down to. Are you in a union? If you're
Do you
not
like
in a
money?
union, then
Do you not care about the union? All right, you're hired.
They could cross the line.
Why aren't we applying for Hollywood right now? Like, I think any company would take us right now, right?
I'll work for anything.
We have IMDb pages. Are we part of this?
true.
Should we be picketing right now outside your house
That's a good point.
in the thunderstorm?
I'm thinking the other approach, bro. Let's get in. Let's become writers right now. Let's
Work for
Become
more money than what we're
actors.
getting.
Because
You know, this is a good opportunity for us people who don't make billions of dollars to step in and go, we'll write for you for more than what we get paid salary, but less than what you paid them.
Oh.
You know,
I don't think we can do any bargaining on price right now.
you sure about that? You sure about that?
Us, if we're trying to get in right now,
Sure about that?
yes, I am.
I'm not.
You're gonna say go?
Special.
I don't even
talents.
remember. I was gonna say, if you want to steal jobs from writers, they won't be able to stop you because they're just weak ass writers. But they can write up a plot of how they would get their revenge on you.
That's true.
True.
Mm-hmm.
I could.
Good
With
job.
AI,
Nasty
with
comments.
my AI.
Oh,
Generated with AI.
oh dear. Rachel just AI generates everything.
My script, it's beautiful. I wrote it myself. Nobody's gonna copyright claim this. I
Write
wrote it
this
myself.
script.
Don't make
New
it sound
prompt.
AI generated.
Yeah. New prompt. Fix this script like a human wrote it.
Yep.
Make it more sentimental. Hallmark like.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, help me negotiate for more money.
What should I say?
Call in Mark.
Mark could get it in seconds. The strike would be over.
Yeah, the strike would have been over. They would have gotten double what they asked for.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mark was good the other weekend when we went to
Eternal Con?
and he went around and he was talking to all the people that were at the show before the card show, the trading show, and he was going around greeting people, talking to people, and it was nice. It was cool
He's
to
the
see.
president.
Yeah.
He's like a salesperson. He goes around and goes,
The
"Hey,
mayor of conventions now.
yeah,
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
when I go to New York Comic Con with him on the Friday, I'll just be like, he got to go to that like private concert and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's right.
Now I got high expectations.
Don't worry. If it's anything like our experience, he won't tell you till he's going to it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. He'll be like, deuces.
Yeah. He'll be like, we're taking the train together. Anyway, I got a party to go to.
Yeah.
Yeah. And meanwhile, he sounds like so cool, and he's dressed up like Android 16, or Android 19. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that." He was like, "By the way, I gotta go party."
Yep.
Yeah.
According to his post in the Discord server, he's really seriously considering cosplaying as the big fat Android 19,
Whoa.
like the one that shows up first before 17 and 18.
The Buddha one.
Yeah, the Buddha one.
yeah,
That's
the
with
porcelain doll?
with his Dr. Zero with his brain outside his body. Yeah.
Interesting to see.
We're going to the Anti-Donna show later that day, so that's how he was like, just come to New York Comic Con that day, the whole day in the city. I was
Oh, that's
like,
nice.
Okay.
We're
Yeah,
all
that's
gonna
cool.
be there.
Yeah, we'll see you there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be there. Can't believe my birthday for that Friday. It's a Friday or
It
Saturday?
is a Friday.
Friday, that's my birthday.
Whoa, Rachel's
We're going to
birthday.
Comic Con for my 30th birthday.
Oh, they're dirty.
Yeah,
Nice,
we'll
nice.
be there.
Okay, so
Try to find us. Don't find us.
it's in like 3 months still.
Try to find us. Don't find us. Haha.
3 months, yeah. Okay, so you guys watched this movie called Shark Tale.
Probably the best movie. I understand life, everything about it now.
Little son,
Yes.
I adopted my son. And he's doing.
What did you
he's
learn
thriving.
about the underwater kingdom?
Every fish has teeth, including octopi.
Wow,
Every fish except
clamfish.
and sea slugs, sea snails. They don't have
Worms,
teeth.
right? The worm head.
The worm, I think,
And
had
this?
teeth. Maybe it did. Maybe the worm didn't have teeth, but that was an above land life.
That's true, and it looked awful. And it looked nothing like the rest of the movie.
What made you decide? Were you just flipping through things to be like, let's watch Shark Tale?
We were sold by Bridget about watching this movie. It was her favorite movie, and I gotta say, it was
favorite movie.
I gotta say, it was an enjoyable movie. But oof, some of the CGI was terrifying, especially the jellyfish. I've had nightmares ever
Yeah.
since.
It's from 2004.
I gotta say, the plot was strange.
It was strange. Quite bizarre, especially the shark being a vegetarian shark, not being able to eat other fish. So his dad was like, "You brother, you guys go out, you eat a fish, and that's it. Then you become a man." And he's like, "But I don't want to eat a fish." And then his brother dies, and then Hilmer
So I'm just looking through the cast of this movie, and I feel like
Huge cast, star-studded.
Oh yeah, it's huge.
I'm getting to it. Hold on. So I mean, yeah. On that note, it seems like this is like the peak of like the problem with like A-listers just doing their voice because like, oh, Robert De Niro has a distinctive voice. Let's make him voice someone. But Angelina Jolie doesn't. But whatever. I mean, sure, Jack Black's cool, but Martin Scorsese plays a voice in this movie.
Yes, he does. Yeah.
The guy that is like most famous now for like Marvel isn't cinema, like types of quotes. Now we can say Martin Scorsese, the voice of Sykes from Shark Tale, says Marvel isn't cinema.
Oh my god, somebody's got to take him and do like an AI voice of him reading his quote as the shark.
Oh my god.
No, he does his normal voice.
Yeah.
You don't need to.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was amazed because I didn't realize he acted in anything besides this movie.
Does he? Is this like his one
don't
acting?
know.
That's, I swear, I thought he was mainly a director.
Huh.
Did he direct this movie?
I don't think so.
No, I don't. I hope not.
Imagine.
I hope he. Actually, no. Fuck it. I hope he.
That
did.
would be amazing, yeah.
But this movie has so many animation moments with like you guys know the movie Food Fight.
It felt like that. Big time.
Charlie Sheen shoot. He plays like a dog. It's all
It's
mascots.
all product placement. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they do like this shit a bunch when they talk. So a lot of the movie is Will Smith talking and the character like doing this crazy shit while he's fucking talking. And like the camera just centered on him and he's just bopping around the fucking frame.
And what is
And
the
he's a
reason
tongue
for that?
scrubber, by the way.
And he's a tongue scrubber.
A tongue scrubber?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And not the dirty way, not in that kind of way where he's, whipping out the fish.
Yeah, he's cleaning whale
flopping
tongues.
around. Yeah, he's cleaning tongues with a broom and bristle.
Wait, so back
Also,
to
the fish looks like Will Smith.
Yes. Kind of. But don't think too much into it.
No, yeah. You'd just be like, why is that a fish?
So, question about the bopping. So, is the reason why they did so much bopping because they were trying to show like, oh, we're an animated
alive?
thing?
I
Yeah.
don't know.
No?
Popping.
I think just to keep motion, to keep kids' attentions.
Very much so that.
Gotcha.
Because it's not even a fish that Will Smith plays. It's just Will Smith. The fish sits down on a bench.
Yeah, and he's got little fish hands.
Yeah,
He's got hands on the end of his fins.
They part their bottom
5
to look like
fingers.
legs.
Yeah, he's got 5 fingers.
Yeah,
on his hand.
One of the only the fish have hands. So some of the fish, now all the fish like the sharks, they have their little hands.
They're anatomically correct for some reason.
Yeah, the sharks are sharks, and the fish is Will Smith.
Yeah. I don't understand why some fish have hands, some don't.
That's very
Even
strange.
Jack Black doesn't do like just Jack.
No,
he's not
doing
Jack
the voice,
Black in
yeah.
this movie. He's like actual character. But then Will Smith is just Will Smith.
I feel like all Will Smith's characters are just Will Smith. Like he can't.
He's gotta have
But his name wasn't Slappy.
Yeah,
true.
Well, that's because Chris Rock wasn't in the movie.
Yeah.
True. He might have been.
Yeah.
And then what? Renee Zellweger. Someone else is in there.
Yeah, she was like
Yeah,
his
she was
love
the
interest.
fish. Yeah.
And Will Smith is such an asshole because in this movie, Renee Zellweger's hitting on him the whole time, and he's basically
They're
like,
friends.
"Fuck you! You're an ugly bitch. Give me your fucking money."
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, wow.
She gave him a $5,000 pearl. He spent it all on the tricks.
on
and
racing.
lost it.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he was $5,000 in debt
And it was like her
to the
family's
mafia.
pearl
Yeah,
or
it was her
something like that. It
grandmother's.
was like grandmother's pearl.
It was a rare pink pearl from
Yeah.
her grandmother.
Wow.
And he bet it so he could try to get more money. So
On a seahorse
when he
that
didn't
was
need to.
doing well and bumped itself in the nose.
Yeah, because
and fell.
it tripped on itself. How do you trip on yourself? Later on, he trips on himself in the movie.
Oh. Foreshadowing.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole plot of the movie is that Will Smith is tired of being a lowly tongue scrubber, so he wants to move up to, what was that, the top of the coral? So that's like the Trump Towers.
rich people?
Yeah, where all the somebodies are. And lo and behold, he eventually does, because he becomes known as the Shark Killer.
See how that was distracting?
Very, yes.
That's what the movie is.
And then he ends up realizing that like he doesn't want that. Like,
Yeah.
you'd rather just be with a girl that's.
So just like
Well,
not
after she
really.
yelled at him, it took
oh,
her.
and there's a sexy fish. You forgot
yeah,
that.
Yeah.
Angelina Jolie. Ugh, she
Not-
already looks like a fish.
He doesn't really decide that he
animation.
doesn't want it.
Yeah.
He kind of is like, if I get caught and these sharks kill me, I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
Because I can't actually fight sharks. And then he kind of wimps out, and then he goes to like, okay, now I gotta fix everything.
Yeah,
He
There's
definitely
an
does
octopus
not-
that looks
yeah.
like Squidward in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, yeah,
She's a beta.
Oh, I got a better picture of that fish.
yes, he does. It is quite well.
This is the girl that's just the girl that lent him the pearl.
Yeah, and he essentially is like, but we're friends. He friend zones her hard.
wow.
After she's like,
oh,
obviously,
all right.
Yeah, oh my god.
no, I want to be more than friends.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, he friend zones the crap out of this nice fish that's hitting on it, and he's basically just because she's ugly the whole time. It's really
Even
strange.
ugly. She was like equal to him.
Yeah.
And I don't think Angelina Jolie's fish was that attractive.
No.
Definitely not going to be looking her up.
No. You weren't really that interested in that fish.
No, no. The other
Okay.
fish, maybe.
So you guys are at least
Gotta hit up
enlightened
the
now that
DeviantArt.
you've seen this. Like you get it. You're in on it.
And there are quirky undertones of this movie that are just unique.
I wish I could unsee it.
Oh.
But
I didn't think it was. I think it's a meme.
yeah, I just wish
Coming from the guy watching Batwoman.
yeah.
Yeah.
I wish it didn't take up brain space. To be fair, I wish Batwoman didn't take up brain space too.
Makes sense.
But it's a meme.
Yeah, but it's definitely a meme. And Bridget was definitely she was so nostalgic for this movie.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
We ripped into the movie almost the whole time we were watching.
It was a big
She was so
movie.
sharp.
It was a big movie when I was a kid too. Like it would be put on, and that would be like Osmosis Jones would be.
Yeah.
And I remember just tripping. I have a family.
Is this the same time as like Nemo and stuff? Is that-
It's
Yeah,
a
it
year
was
after
after.
Nemo.
So it's surprising that the animation isn't as nice and pleasant looking as Finding Nemo.
Same year as The Incredibles.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And The Incredibles had great animation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris was great.
It's not good animation.
Damn.
And all the characters look gross, too.
Yeah.
So it's just,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm just looking at
but-
what Food Fight looks like now. I have not seen this before.
We have to watch Food Fight. You'll fall asleep because
Yes.
it's that fucking
I
bad.
fell asleep during it.
Oh, wow.
It was awful.
Oh my god! That's
Whoa.
It looks like a bad Crash Bandicoot character.
Yeah.
PlayStation 1
Oh.
was all down
Speaking of
PlayStation.
Crash Bandicoot, I'm playing Uncharted 3. It starts with playing Crash Bandicoot. Like, what's happening?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's that.
Just Crash Bandicoot World.
Booga-dooga.
The first and only time I've ever played that.
or some shit. Ooga booga boo.
Stupid dog.
Dun 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 dun. Pew, dun 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 dun.
Sounds like it's time for Rachel's Optimism Corner.
Oh my god.
Hi guys, welcome
ready
to the
for it?
Optimism Corner. I actually am Matthew.
I just meant because it made me think of that song.
Yeah, everybody.
I'm ready.
Ready for
I'm
this?
There aren't actually 57 varieties of Heinz ketchup. Apparently that was like
the
how it was advertised. There's a 57 on the front of the ketchup bottle. There's not actually 57 varieties. The owner, the guy who came up with it, the founder of the company, H.D. Hentz, thought his product should have a number that he liked. 57.
Why was
Oh.
57 the number?
They said hit the glass bottom on the 57, not on the actual bottom. You hit the 50 where the 57 is on the bottle.
Yeah, spank
Whatever.
57 times.
Yeah. Anyways, I have another
That's
one
how
that's
many hits
interesting.
until all the ketchup comes out.
I have
Wow.
2 more facts for you guys.
Ooh.
There's one president,
What?
John Taylor. John Taylor's grandson was alive up until like 3 years ago. His grandson. Yeah, he was born. John Taylor.
We had a president. I remember Zachary
He was
Taylor.
the
We had a
10th
John
president.
Taylor.
He was the 10th president of the United States.
Okay.
Yeah, John Taylor's grandson is still alive. Well, was alive at that point. He died. And he was born in. Well, John Taylor was born in 1790. How is that possible? He had his kid when he was 63, and his son.
John Taylor was not a president.
It's John. It says John Taylor, right? John
Bro.
Taylor.
Zachary Taylor was the president.
10th
Tyler?
president. John Tyler.
Oh, John Tyler.
Sorry, not Taylor. Sorry, John Tyler.
Yes. Okay.
Sorry. Whatchamacallit? His son was born in 1853. His son. His son was born when he was 75.
Whoa.
Whoa.
So his grandson. Yeah. So his grandson died at the age of 95 in 2020. So he was still alive
In a
up until
gunfight.
nowadays.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and he was still on the farm or plantation in Virginia. One more fact. The oldest known living animal is a tortoise named Jonathan, who was just about to turn he was just about to turn 190 years old. He was almost 200 years old.
Holy crap.
He got turned into a
He
tortoise.
was born in 1832
Wow.
and has lived on an island of St. Helen in the Atlantic Ocean since 1882.
Wow.
What about the little creatures that are the microscopic, the water bears?
Nope.
They live
Archaea
forever.
bacteria.
Yeah, they're crazy. They live forever. They're immortal, don't you know?
Don't ya?
Don't ya?
They also
That's
Canadian.
it.
Yeah.
That's all I have.
Yay!
Yay.
Wonderful facts.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're gonna start segueing into Alex's Batwoman review, but I'm gonna have a quick prelude. I'll be your opening act because I watched another episode of The Flash's final season, the part 1 of the 3-part series finale.
Wow.
How badly are you gonna watch this show? Like, are you gonna watch it at some point? Am I gonna spoil it? No. Okay. That's okay. Let me just ask you guys a question.
Okay.
Because there's just one part of it I was just like, this part's a little interesting. Okay, without any context, if say you're watching something and the scene involves a handsome, man, maybe like
Guess him.
Oh.
Okay.
like a handsome 30-year-old guy. He's apparently being helped out by this other really nice couple, a little older, maybe 5-10 years older than him. They're buying him dinner, and they still want to help him out. And the woman puts her hand on his shoulder, being like, "You should stay at our place." And then the man puts his hand on his other shoulder and insists. What do you think they're getting at?
Threesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the young man was Barry Allen, and the other two people were his parents, because the plot is he gets unwillingly sucked back in time, probably to about the time where the mother's is going to die, and he's trying to figure out why he was sent there and stuff like that. But the way they came on to him was just a little too I get they're overly friendly, they're such good people, they're just so willing to help out someone who happens to be their son, but oh no. I can't imagine I was the only person who watched that thought that. I'd be like,
You sure
Wow.
about that?
the parents wanted to bang him.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's just healthy family dynamics. It's cool.
Healthy family.
Kino all around. Kino all around for everyone.
I've read things that do similar things with their families. It's just literary material.
Right.
Yeah. All right. And other than that, I don't think anything of note happens. He tries to get Joe to help him, and Joe's like, "Oh, he's like, oh wait, you don't know who I am yet." It's very you could tell they're masters at this time travel stuff now on the Flash.
Yeah.
Then Joe gets possessed by a blue light, and that's about it.
Like a fish? Like a fish that's get distracted by the big...
Like an angler?
Yeah.
Anglerfish.
He gets possessed by it.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's like,
he looks at it, and next thing you know, his eyes are glowing blue, and then they're not, and he's like, "Oh."
and
So
then he's gone for some reason.
Yeah.
We can't find him.
and,
Gone.
And the Reverse Flash is there, be like, "I'm gonna kill your mom," and Flash is like, "Oh." Yeah.
Because he has to let it happen.
He's always a little emo about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's the critique. Is he used to be a little bit more fun, and now he's just so serious.
Yeah, he used to
all
be
the
very
time.
jovial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Batwoman. Guess what? We're in season 2.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
I don't know how the fuck it happened.
So whatever you said before was the season 1 epic finale.
I didn't know because the episode was dog shit. And it didn't. It just ended. The whole plot was kryptonite is the only thing that could kill Batwoman.
Yeah, that was
reveal.
ridiculous.
Yeah. So I had no clue that was the end of the whole actress's role as Batwoman. Because going into season 2, she's gone right off the bat. And there's no like buffer for her being gone where you're like, the previously is all about Kate. All of it, like previously on Batwoman. She's like, oh, the kryptonite, I need to stop it before it destroys my suit and I die and stuff.
Right.
Okay. And then the episode starts and it's just already like the new Batwoman walking around in an apartment building.
She's already...
No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
In the suit.
Yeah. In full... No. She's...
I wouldn't be surprised
like
with the show.
that's how the show... And then Luscious is on the computer and they're tracking where Kate's flight was. They're like, she was in this other city. She has to fly back. Where's her flight? And they're on the computer, literally like, flight tracker. Well, okay, well, it was this high in the air for this long, and it was here, and oh my God. This plane was supposed to be here 20 minutes ago. And that scene is like 5 minutes of them tracking a flight.
Were they using like their like super like awesome computers to just go on flighttrack.com?
That was the vibe. And then they're like, wait, so where's the plane? Crashed into an apartment building.
Instead of a mountain or something.
Crashed into the new Batwoman's apartment building.
What? I think the plot's thickening.
Yeah. So now new Batwoman's like, there's a fire. My building's on fire. And she goes to like, I think save someone that's dying. And she's like, live. And she's having a flashback to something that was so confusing to me as a flashback. Because I'm like, is this like another dimension that this happened in? Because it's like the exact same
Scenario?
Yeah. Very strange. Very strange. And then when they're like, oh my God, we found out where Kate's plane landed in a building, new Batwoman pulls up a relic of Kate's that like the audience is like, oh man, Kate's dead. Guess what it was? She was on a plane.
Kryptonite.
She's on a commercial
Don't even
flight
tell me
home.
it's a bat suit.
She's on a commercial flight home.
It's a bat suit.
It's the fucking bat suit. It's the whole ass bat suit with the wig and mask and everything.
So that went through TSA, and everybody was like, "Oh, that's."
She wore it on the plane, I guess.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Awesome.
The shows, I don't know. The things they do are just so amazing.
She's in a wreckage, like fire. I gotta
At
show you
least the
guys the
suit
clip.
wasn't destroyed by kryptonite, so at least
Yeah,
you know it's
she
good.
can't die from anything
Yeah.
except the plane crash. Plane crash, that'll fucking kill her.
Oh my god!
And the whole thing is that like Alfred's whatever relation,
Niece or whatever?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't care. Julia Pennyworth is that she has something bad going on with like another group, and like, oh, we think because Kate was involved in her life that they killed them, and that she actually gave them the thing in the first place to get like that, found out about the kryptonite and everything. So the cop is like, do you think they killed Kate because she was friends with you and that you betrayed them? And I'm like, bro, that was not even like, that was this much of the plot of the first season. How is that going to be like the jumping point for this new thing? It was bad. It was bad.
wow.
But whatever. I'm excited to see where the series goes.
So excited.
How many bats?
Do you know anything about like about the show, where it goes, like just from like passing? Because I know a little bit. I won't say anything. Okay.
I just know one of the villains that shows up that got me to start the series. So that's the main thing. I want to get to that so bad, but I'm taking the baby steps.
Sounds good.
Has Stephanie Brown showed up at all yet?
No, she's just in Gotham Knights as a hoe.
Oh my god.
Remember?
Yes.
She's just sleeping around in Gotham Knights.
Yeah,
Okay.
she is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she's supposed to be in that show too,
Oh my
Batwoman.
god.
What?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's in Batwoman. I remember saying something to you about it.
That sounds familiar. For
Right?
some reason, I mixed it with Gotham Knights. Uh-oh.
How many bats?
How many bats? Well, it's season 2, so it's 2 bats.
Wow.
Two bats out of what?
27.
So that's really bad. All right. It's like 2 bats out of 27.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. That's
So she's not Batwoman yet. This new girl.
She's got the suit.
Yeah, that's it. She's Batwoman.
That's it. That immediately.
She got the suit.
You just gotta hold it.
Yeah.
I'll keep you posted.
Okay.
You know what happened?
Melts like your skin.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's like a symbiote.
Yeah.
It's like the
Transforms,
mask.
it fits everyone.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Fits
It's
everyone.
one size fits all. The only thing that could destroy it is kryptonite.
Yeah.
Not a plane crash.
No.
Not that ass.
That ass is gonna destroy it.
Oh yeah.
On that note, thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Pseudo Adults. I hope you had a good time because we sure did. Now we're gonna do our bite lower lip sign offs.
I'm mad.
Yeah.
I'm Rachel. I'm not going to do that.
Why not?
Why not? Okay, you gotta do it.
There you go. That was
you go.
close.
You
missed it.
That was a little
I missed it.
Lin-Manuel.
It's Tony.
And I'm Kyle.
And I bite my lip after.
You said I'm mad again?
I said it with a lip bite though.
Let's all say we're Pseudo Adults.
What?
We're Pseudo
Ooh.
Transforming.